Hello, everyone. Happy Jubilee. Should be Happy ChampMan Day, really, shouldn't it? Not Happy Jubilee. But we're giving up our evening day for this, missing the Jubilee celebrations for ChampMan.
I couldn't give a shit.
You're not got no flags to wave on this, no? No flags.
Sorry?
You got no flags to wave.
No, I saved my money. No bunting, nothing.
Yeah, poor effort that. We've just been out. We had a little bit of a local Jubilee event, so we've just been out and come back from that. The wife and the little one are going back out in a minute to see some fireworks over there, but I've obviously told them I can't join them because this is more important. So I've got a few eye rolls, but then they accepted it.
They'll get it. They'll understand. It'll be all flags waving on Sunday, yeah?
Yeah, we'll wait till I'll do that. We'll push it back. We'll do it Sunday. Yeah. Nice to see we're both in chirpy moods. To say it's gone all right for us, isn't it? There was nervy sort of half an hour between 7 and half 7.
Yeah, I think they were trolling us a little bit with the tweet went out with that GIF. I thought, oh god, here we go. But yeah, full 11. For those of you that don't know, me and Craig are both on free hit this week, and we've pretty similar squads. I mean, it's fairly, I suppose, the template, what you would call it, but we've both got 11 out of 11, haven't we? Starting, and there's a few players that a few people will have that will have dropped out. So I suppose we should probably go through the lineups briefly and tell people what's happened.
Yeah, I'm fearing some tears on the bench. Partridge first sub could bite me on the arse, I think, against Bolton wing back. But can't fit them all in, right? That's the joy of free hit. You can't fit them all in.
You can't. I checked earlier. He's 8% owned, so it'll be probably higher now. The deadline's gone, but he shouldn't hurt you too much.
Hopefully not. Yeah, let's go. I've got one screen for the minute while my other laptop takes about 5 hours to update. So you're in charge of the chat for the time being because I can't see it. And I'm on my phone looking at lineups.
Yeah, so you can look at the lineup. So yeah, looking at the chat. So hi to John Shanley, Ryan Nurse, Ramanathan, Nehal, Anurag, Pirlo's Beard. They're all in the chat. So evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. Yeah, lineups. So Coventry first, I believe.
Yeah, Joe, the other way. Doesn't always happen, doesn't it? He sometimes plays right midfield. It's the second striker spot with Hughes does seem to rotate a little bit around, doesn't it? Joachim tonight.
As long as one of them scores, I don't care.
Yeah, this is our big killer for both of us, isn't it? I had in my original team, I've got 2 Chelsea defenders, and a lot of people have got 2. Some have got 3. They clean sheet tonight. I think it wipes out all of our free hit points, doesn't it?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, because everyone's going to have Captain Viduka, aren't they?
So we need Jermaine Genius with his shit attributes to do something, put a good cross in or something, or this guy Regen Newell in midfield. It's Callum Davenport playing in defence. I think that's quite unusual for maybe a first time I've seen him at centre back. So looking at the lineup from Coventry doesn't inspire me with great confidence. Like Lee Hughes playing a Timu Pukki role for Norwich, isn't it? In real life, it feels like this Coventry team. But hopefully they can nab a home goal in that game. Chelsea, first choice. Christensen still playing right midfield is probably the only real thing to talk about. Zola hasn't made the bench either, so he's going to get the full 90, I think, Christensen.
The only thing they could do is potentially move Melchior up to right mid and play Gallas right back. But yeah, let's see. I won't be apologising for the fact that if Coventry score, I'll be celebrating on the stream.
I think I'll celebrate more than if my captain scores. If Coventry score, I think that's worth more to me than a captain return tonight. I think a Coventry goal.
Absolutely.
So could wipe out 12, 18 points from numerous people, couldn't it? So yeah, we'll cheer that on to Ipswich, Everton. Ipswich, always a bit of unpredictability, a little bit around their team. Kumas back in. Don't think he's played for a couple of games. So both of us looked at Dougherty on our free hits, but he's on the bench. Never quite sure with him either. Possibility of playing up. I think Armstrong's out, isn't he? So there's a possibility of Dougherty maybe playing up front for this, which is obviously what was tempting us a little bit. But we've gone with Pablo with Stewart up front.
Yeah, if one of those gets injured, then Dougherty definitely becomes an option in the future. I don't think Ipswich run is amazing from memory, but
all the ways now, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, aways, and then they get the home against all the top teams after that. Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, I think it run the 3 and 4. But yeah, still worth keeping an eye on.
We both got Tarico, just the short up arrow, which would have been nice if it was a slightly longer one. But still, it's the first time I've owned him this season, so let's see if I can get the returns off him that everyone else seems to get.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Then Everton, quite defensive, no arrows at all for their wing backs. They've gone with a DM as well, Pablo Paz. So if you've got Titoff, no up arrow, no flat midfield 3. Other than that, I think it's first choice.
We call that a 6-2-2 if we're going to call the other one a 7-2-1 for Blackburn.
Yeah. The only team that use a DM, I don't mind the DM on this game. I think we've seen it once, maybe twice this season from Everton. But yeah, it's not. I'm trying to think how well they did last time with it. I think Paz had quite a good game from memory when they last played it. So we'll see. But they may have actually used it against Watford because I think it came up when I was doing my Watford research for the pod this week. So I think it was that game that he played there.
DMs always get a good average rating in general. I find they're just like a key to the game.
People playing Everton this week, probably not. If you got Titoff, he's probably on the bench, I would think, if you owned him this week. On to Leeds. Now, I'd say it served us okay, but maybe a few other people are a bit disappointed. Larson, 3 games in a row now he hasn't played. Makes me think he's lost his place, right? You'd think now?
I think it's, and correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think it's 4 games in a row because he's not started this. He didn't start either of the double, and he didn't start the one before the double. I think that was the first time it happened, wasn't it?
Okay, so it could be 4 in a row. Yeah. So I sold him at the right time, but purely by accident. I got rid of him the week before a double because they looked like a better option. But yeah, so I think he's kind of done for now. If you've got him, I think you move him on. Well, it's easy to move him on as well. I know they've got an attractive home game next week, but a blank after that, and then Liverpool away. So I think with that 3 and the expectation that he might return in one of them, I think he goes now, doesn't he?
Well, the fact that there's the blank as well, even though they're good home game, I think it's Spurs next week. Yeah, I think you have to get rid now. If you hold him, he's got to go. I think.
And Keane is interesting now because now he's up front.
I mean, I can see a bit of a pile on. I mean, after the blank game week, Veron out, in for a lot of people. But yeah, interesting. So just the other thing is there's no Bowyer in the lineup. So you've got Eric Bakker makes his appearance like 5 a season. He's back in. And you've got Aymar with an up arrow up to the middle, Kuehl with an up arrow up to between the centre forwards. Singh and Kelly wing backs with long up arrows, and then Fernando comes in at the back. So I don't know if you call that mini partial rep, or just a little bit of rotation.
Yeah, I think a little bit of rotation. Problem you've got as well, because so many players here are flexible, like Kuehl can play, you can't even predict the substitutes here. If they wanted to, they could move Kuehl into Aymar's role, Aymar into Bakker's role, and take Bakker off, and then bring Larson on and drop Keane back. That's quite a lot to follow, but there's a lot of rotating parts in this Leeds team, so it doesn't look like anyone's safe. I think that Lennon's maybe had a game at right wing back before, so even Kelly, I don't think is completely safe. I say
if any midfielder gets injured, there's no midfielder on the bench, so they'd all drop back and they'd stick Larson up front, wouldn't they? Theoretically,
you would think so. That would, that would look most likely.
Hope for no injuries.
And then on to Norwich. Yeah, they've gone with the sort of Rodgers patrolling the whole left side again. So anyone that's got Gary Kelly's got half a chance there, 1-on-1, with Rodgers having to do it all by himself. Nolan playing right midfield. I don't know if that's normal. Obviously, it's not normal. He normally plays in the middle, but I don't know if this is a first that he's played off the right. If you own him, though, he just doesn't really matter, does it? He's playing. That's the main thing. That's what you want from him if you've got him.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Nolan out there. Wonder how long that will last. And friend of the game, Neil Emblin starts as centre back 3. So
he's played midfield before as well.
I think so. Yeah, he played midfield, but he's been active on the Twitter a few times. So yeah, good chap.
Yeah, good chap. I love the people who still try and find these old school footballers and see if they can interest them. I haven't tried it myself, but it's such a nice feeling to know that people are out there looking through Twitter, seeing if someone called Darren Moran exists and seeing if he's the old Norwich player and see if they can get him to communicate with them. It's amazing.
Yeah. Olivier Bernard's on there, but I don't think he's been on for a while. I tried tagging him in something, but I did. I found Jermaine Wright this week. Did you see that?
I've seen it on the Discord that it's. Is it the Jermaine Wright? Are we sure?
Yeah, he says he's a father of ex-pro footballer, father of
Okay.
a couple of kids. Yeah, he's a conspiracy theorist. So yeah, moving swiftly on.
But yeah,
Liverpool
we'll
line
move
up
on from that.
next.
On to Liverpool. I'm on double defence. I went Hippier and Biscan, hoping to get a clean sheet. We both toyed with Hegem, but I was unsure if he would definitely play. He is playing. Yeah, not much more to say about this. Partridge on the left is probably good because he's against. I think he'd rather be against Southall than against Gardner. So obviously Partridge and Barnby are both able to play either side, and Smeets there as well, who can play on the right, and Berger's in there who can play on the left. So literally all four of those midfielders could play central or on one of the wings, I think. So there could be some in-game movement, couldn't there, that we won't know about. But based on starting positions, Partridge is left, which is probably the best place, I think, this week. So if you own him, what would you say? He was 8% owned before
this week, and I don't think loads of people got him in. A few people, maybe he'd be 10% owned, but I don't think. I think the majority of the kind of top 100, top 200 won't have him. There's a keeper on the bench called Dave Atkinson, who I've never heard of.
That's the right English name, isn't it?
It is.
The second big English name in the lineup. We'll get to Man City in a minute. There's another big English name that we don't know much about in that lineup as well. But the regens are definitely getting the full English names. God knows what generator they use for this, but this is most popular English names, and they've reeled these ones out. Just for those with Fowler that got him in last week, he is playing, so that's promising if you got him against Bolton, because there was some doubt that he might not play this. But he's up there with Littman and Heskey on the bench, Joland on the bench as well. So two strikers there for Liverpool waiting to come on. But at least he's playing, which is probably what you want. And then Bolton, first choice 3 again. I don't know if they always play this way round, Laketti, Dunn and Repro. There's a bit of rotation between them in who plays in what position within that back 3. But I think it's fairly common now that those 3 are in. Schumacher and Hendry. Hendry looks done, probably too old. Same with Rod Wallace. He looks done, probably too old. But Schumacher
not done is done.
No, he's not. He ain't done much though since he had that week. Did he get Player of the Week?
Yeah, I had him in the 4.5s. He got like a 20-pointer or something.
He ain't done nothing since, is he?
He's done for the season. But he takes a couple of penalties. So yeah. Southall on the right. I think Partridge could have a field day against him because Southall's rubbish. So
yeah, that's bound to happen. Is my first sub.
Yeah.
And then Pedersen's back. Pedersen's in.
Sorry,
I don't know. Yeah, Pedersen's in. I don't remember from the Sunday stream what his condition was, but he's playing.
I think he was due to be back next week. So yeah, let's see.
There is Bo Hansen there ready to come on for him. He was the one I had earmarked in for my Veron spot. So now, sorry, Robbie Keane makes that trickier again because now there's 2 options for that spot really. But
yeah,
we'll see if Pedersen can go through this game unscathed without re-injuring himself. It's possible. And it's Ricketts and Ramberg up front. Man City. So this is a big talking point, wasn't it, this week? All the talk about where Jermaine Wright was going to play is on the right. Talking about done and done. Now we've got Jermaine Wright on the right. It's one of those nights, isn't it? No up arrows.
We got Chris making runs down the right hand side as well.
I like that. Chris making runs. You Colm in disguise, Dave. I didn't really realise you.
I'm no Colm. I mean, he's a Hayes as well, like me. But yeah, no, I can't even get any close to him.
So yeah, he's playing making over McQuilkin, and then Wright on the right. No up arrows though for Wright or Hopkins. Probably damages them a little bit, I would think. And Seattle in central midfield with Tony Webster. Now, we have asked Captain to share with us a screen grab of his attributes. The only he's pretty shit, is probably the best way to describe him. The only semi-interesting point, he's got 19 for set pieces. Now, I don't know what Teato's got. I think Teato's normally on set pieces. If he's got 20, he'd probably take them, but this Tony Webster may share some or may take all of them. So that might be a little bit of frustration tonight if he comes in and nicks all the corners and the free kicks. But other than that, he's captain material in waiting. He's got 20 through influence, even though he's 19 years old. So, but playing central midfield with 8 passing, 9 heading, 7 anticipation.
What's his dribbling like? That's normally one of the key stats.
Dribbling 8. So 8. Under 10 for a lot of the the good stats. Which is probably bad news for One Chop, right? If you captained him tonight, because that's one fairly shit supplier you might have. You've got wingers with no up arrows, and you've got basically someone who can't pass in central midfield as well.
Mhm.
So it's probably bad news for One Chop for those that captained him.
We should probably get a move on, by the way, Craig.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do Watford quickly. Do Watford quickly.
Okay. I'll quickly do Watford. So Watford, the usual, it's Atmasidas in goal, the usual three at the back with the sweeper. You've got Thomas Neal on the right and Harrison on the left. So they've rotated those a little bit. It's the central midfield three that you would probably expect if they've got all their midfielders fit. So it's Petkov, Johnson, Vanatza. So Pitcher hasn't even made the bench. And then you've got Noel Williams and Smith up front. So Noel Williams keeps starting and he's 4.5 million and he's pretty good. So he's definitely one to keep an eye on. A couple of nobodies in the bench as well as Helgeson and Glass. There's no Swan either.
Yeah, possible temporary move from Lieber, isn't he?
That
Williams
Watford lineup. Yeah, definitely.
got a blank coming
Especially
up.
with 3
Lieber.
homes after this game. Newcastle. The defence you would expect is Ball, Griffin, Hope, and Watson at the back. Midfield the same, so it's Seth Johnson on the left, Dyer on the right, both with up arrows, Hughes and Holt in the middle, Shearer and Court up front. They've got 2 strikers on the bench in Ola Oye and Omiobi. So
Ola Oye, I haven't said that name all season yet. So
Ola
I
Oye,
struggled
Ola
with it in
Oye.
season 2. Yeah, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, one of your favourite players. So yeah, I don't fancy Court's chances hanging on for the 90, but yeah, let's see. Bradford. Does anyone care about the Bradford lineup?
No, Plummer seems to have played quite a lot over Brooms lately. Brooms was doing really well. I think he got injured. I don't know if he's still orange flagged. I'm not sure, but I think Plummer started 5 or 6.
Brooms is first bench. They've got a player I've never heard of. 5th bench, Craig Sudderby. Never heard of him. So I don't know who he is. Right, that's that one. Next,
Shearer
Tottenham
against Gunnarsson, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, Shearer against Gunnarsson. That's a good one. It's good to point out. It's Tottenham against Sunderland. So I think it's the 3rd game with their new manager, and it is Rushbury and Everson up front with Wood on the bench. There's also Stephen Ferguson and Rebrov on the bench. They've got 3 strikers on the bench. Rebrov is there as well, so interesting. Yeah. Hadn't noticed that before. So you've got Wright Phillips right wing, Etherington left wing, Langley and Davis in the middle. That seems certainly Etherington, Langley and Davis in the favoured 3.
It's Anderson injured, isn't it?
Anderson's injured, yeah, and then you got Ziga and left back. He seems to have nailed that spot down. Tony Gardner centre back with King because they've got a few injuries, and then Alan Mabry right back. Is that his debut? Or did he play last week?
He played in the cup. I'm not sure he's played a league yet.
Full league home debut with Dudek in goal, of course.
Totter's got on the bench in front of Sereni.
love to see it.
Sereni's done.
Sunderland, it is the usual great home. Issa, Lawson at the back. Arca, Cahill, McCann, and Teal. That's pretty nailed. Lieber and Phillips. Kitson is on the bench.
And Sibon as well.
And Sibon. So Libra starts, but danger he might go off.
I don't think he'll get. I think he might be a pre-60 here away. I don't expect much from Sunderland. He could have a 6 in this game and then go off. I think.
Agreed. And then we've got Villa Man United. So it's Barry, Rufus, Melberg, Mills, Hendry, Thompson, Taylor. So Taylor, he's not played for a little while, has he?
No, not much.
Ian Taylor.
It's Boateng he's in for. He's on the bench.
Boateng on the bench. And then Hadji on the right, Balaban and Hell up front. Darius Vassell on the bench, as well as David Scullion.
He's a striker.
Is he?
Yeah. I managed Aston Villa enough times on this game, funny enough.
Yes, of course. Whatever happened to David Scullion? Did he make it in his career?
Find him on Twitter and ask him, Dave. There's your challenge.
And in Man United, the expected lineup with Manu, Giggs on the left ahead of Nedved's probably the only
and
surprise
Johnson
there. Yeah, he's been playing quite a bit though, hasn't he? I've noticed. Rocker Junior's benched. You've seen quite a lot of Johnson. So is this like Bartes' last game before the
for the ban
suspension? I think I'm not sure if it is, or it might be next week.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah. Is that the lot? We've got one more page.
Yeah, one more page. The Arsenal, Middlesbrough first. Gordon in for Fester. Not 100% sure the reasoning, but Fester's not even on the bench, so I don't know what's happened there. Midfield, the usual four you'd expect, and the front two, as you expect. Now, Salakovic dipped forward with an up arrow. Boxic is on the bench. Noel Whelan is on the bench. But probably do all right Borough in this home game that Rickard might stick it out, I would think. And then Arsenal, Finland playing again is probably the main talking point. 3 or 4 in a row now. I'm one more now, and I think he's probably fairly nailed in that role. I think if he gets 5, 6 in a row, I'd be confident to say that he's first choice. He may not get 90 though, because he's got Pennant on the bench and Volt's on the bench, who's right-sided. There's Perez is playing, so there's a little bit of possible positional changes there. No striker on the bench for Arsenal though, so Bergkamp and Henry are going to play the whole game, I would think.
Yeah,
as you do, Arsenal playing away and put 2 centre backs on the bench rather than an attacking player, as you do.
I hope Finland does stay in the lineup. That makes it interesting because there's suddenly a lot of 4.5 midfield options. But I wouldn't surprise me if he suddenly just drops out and then we just bench all the time.
I think he'll be one of those. Even if he plays 4.5, you'll think, I'll get him because Arsenal will score a lot of goals. But I think he strikes me as one of those that will get a lot of substitutes and not do very much. But you kind of feel obliged to play him because he's playing for Arsenal in a fairly attacking position. So yeah, tricky one that'll be if he's nailed.
Shame we didn't go to someone like Bolton. He'd have been brilliant there. So look at the last 2 lineups. It's Bolton, Blackburn v Leicester. It's because I heard Michael Bolton on the radio downstairs. I keep saying Bolton. Blackburn, Leicester. Steve Melvin, another very English name, right back.
He's played before in season 2, I think. I've seen his name. Yeah, he's in a couple of rep games in season 2.
Right. Okay. And then Antonelius. Who's the other left back? Is Soma? Soma's not there, is he?
No.
I didn't notice that.
There's been a bit of a shuffle here because Taylor's played quite a lot lately, isn't he? And he's on the bench.
There's no Duff either. It's a bit of rep from Blackburn, I'd have to say.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The rotation.
The Duff doesn't always play in this formation. It's that really strange 4-3-1-2. I don't think his positional attributes naturally lend themselves to the left side of the 3 CMs running up. I think he has played there sometimes, but he's obviously nailed if he plays as an actual winger. But I think Neil has been known to play a couple of games in this setup, so I'm not completely surprised. I think it's more of a formation thing for Duff.
Yeah. Finally, the Leicester lineup, it's pretty much as you would expect. Delaney, Elliott, Heath, Sinclair at the back. I think Sinclair's been rotated with the other right back a bit. Is it Rowett plays right back as well?
Yeah, Rowett. Yeah,
Gary Rowett. Very English name as well, Gary, isn't it? Edie, Savage, Bridge Wilkinson. He seems to have nailed that spot in the centre mid. Joby McAnuff on the right, and then Skokloff dipped forward with an up arrow behind Benjamin. Sturridge seems to be a perma benching option now, doesn't he? He's not.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I like Bridge Wilkinson. I'm just waiting to see what happens when Izzet comes back. I don't know when he's back, but I don't think Izzet's been available since they've signed Bridge Wilkinson yet. So I don't know what will happen when they're both available. But I like him for 5 million. I think he's a possible enabler at 5 million. Bridge Wilkinson.
Definitely. Should we jump in the chat?
Well,
can you see it? Yeah. Is your laptop still updating?
Yep, still updating.
Right, let's have a look. So, Benno, evening, banana. Yeah, evening, Benno. Nehal Barnby Partridge, please run right. So he's got double Liverpool wingers. That's interesting. It's a bit of a differential. Captain saying he sat comfortably at a PC, not on a plane in a car park. I didn't know he sat on a plane before. Wavy's got Robbie Keane as vice captain. That's a lovely little differential there. So up front, he could do really well. Near Shakhtar, still celebrating my Headman penalty save. I love it. Jack Belcher, one shot captain and vice captain. Nice, that's good. Thor, 11 out of 11 starting. Viduka captain, Tiato vice captain. Evening, FPL Richie, presumably on the coffee. I'm on a cup of tea. So I went out last night. I had a couple of drinks after work, and I'm 40 now, so I had 3 pints. I can't hack it. On a Dr. Pepper, is that?
That is a cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper I'm about to drink.
Nice. Bit sweet. Bit of a. I haven't got a sweet tooth. I can't drink that stuff. It'll rot my teeth. But I've been awake since I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. with needing a hangover piss, and I've been awake ever since. And I've had kids here all day. I'm absolutely shattered. I was cleaning the house at 5 a.m. Thought I'd go back to bed. Didn't happen. So I might drop off at half time. We'll see. So who else in the chat? So we've got Moyd has got Kelly captain, Jermaine Wright vice captain. Interesting.
What do you make of Leeds now with Robbie Keane? If he is going to play every game up front, or not every game, but the majority, shall we say, bearing in mind you get an extra point for a goal and an extra point for a clean sheet. If you have him and Viduka, where do you go now?
Well, but I would argue that potentially Kuehl is better value because he's then playing AMC. So he's how much is Kuehl? 8.5.
Yeah, we'd rather have him than Robbie Keane.
Maybe because I don't know how good Keane is as a striker. I'm not sure, but it'd be interesting to monitor. I think everyone might jump on Keane, but definitely worth because the Kuehl is brilliant as AMC, isn't he? With that up arrow.
Yeah, he got a few of his hauls early season in that position.
I mean, imagine on free hit in 28 on the double if you had Kuehl, Keane, and Viduka, and they all played. I mean, it'd be fantastic. Evening, Ollie Blake. That's Blakey FPL discussion, I believe. He does his brilliant threads every week, so make sure you follow at FPL discussion on Twitter. Stephen Hamilton really need to bin Nedved. Yeah, you'll bin him and he'll play next week. It's just the thing with Nedved and Giggs, there's always that chance of rotation.
You got to keep him one more week. I think with Newcastle next week, that could be 4 or 5-0. I think to Man United. I think you give it one more week and then get rid of him.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, keep him and then he goes in the blank and he never comes back in. Captain saying Festa was injured 55%, and Moyd saying Bartes banned next game week. Right, interesting. So if you're on a free hit. Hang on. So now I'm just trying to think if there's any way you would get Man United sub keeper for any reason. I don't think there's an opportunity to. She wouldn't free hit either side of the blank, would you?
No, I wouldn't think so. Next week, Chelsea are at home. A lot of people carrying those over still from the double.
Yeah.
I think the fixtures probably don't lend themselves to a free hit unless you somehow got no Leeds and no Chelsea.
Yeah. No, it's not going to happen, is it?
No.
Smith's evening. Vettel, give us a wave. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Sebastian Vettel. I used to get Ida Johnson loads when I was younger as well. Let's have a look. Jill's on the Wednesday night booze up. Love to see it. Yes. So Blakey is yet again hungover today. He's every Thursday. Blakey sends a thread out. He's always like steaming from the night before. But he still knocks out these amazing threads. Yeah. So I've got this like amazing Mickey Mouse cup of tea. Actually, I microwaved it the other day. It's got a metal handle. I took it out of the microwave.
At half time, I've got one of those mugs. I've got one of those mugs with a C on it.
Yeah.
So I should go and get it. I'll pour my cherry vanilla.
You got it from Tesco.
I think it got bought for me. I think for something for Christmas.
They were £2 in Tesco, so that's what that person thinks of you.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice. The in-laws. Blame the in-laws.
I hope the C was for Craig.
Yeah, clueless. Could be anything, couldn't
it? Let's have a look.
I've got another one with a C with the handle like you've got with UNT written on it as
well. Yeah, I've seen that one. Captain's got one as well. Anyone else got one of these mugs in the chat? Let us know.
If it wasn't a minute from kickoff, I would go and get mine.
Yep. But a minute from kickoff. Let's get those first goal scorer predictions then, shall we? And you can get it at half time. Right, my first goal score is going to be Trevor Sinclair.
Darren Huckabee. I'm saying, as he was so close to my wild card, Darren Huckabee.
I've still got the Leicester line up on my screen, so that's why I went for the first player I saw.
Bolton defensive, unsurprisingly. Well, I think from the man on Sim Data video, I think they're the second most likely clean sheet Liverpool today after Leeds. But obviously, it was quite hard to load up on Leeds defenders, wasn't it? Because their attackers are so good.
Yeah. I initially, in my first draft, I had Singh and Kelly. But then I thought you've got to have Keane, haven't you?
Come Sunderland.
First attack, Gary Teal.
Chance against
the ball in. Libra. Oh.
Of course, free hit.
Unbelievable.
And the goal of the week is scored by one of my base team.
Do you know what? I saw Dudek and I was like, shit, Liverpool have conceded, and I realised it's the Spurs.
Ideal
So,
start to a free hit when one of your normal teams scores.
did anyone have Libra just in time? No.
Oh, that's not a good omen for this night.
No, it's not. It's not, is it?
So basically, I've taken Lieber out to play Shearer.
Straight red card for Andy Holt. Fantastic. That's Bradford down to 10. Oh,
Kieran
Shearer.
Dyer could be a
Come
field day
on.
now, couldn't it? Is he the left back, isn't he? I think he's the left back. So Kieran Dyer's got free run unless they've had a little reshuffle.
Have you just got Shearer?
And Given.
And Given. Right, I've got Shearer and Hughes. Stephen Hughes. So
what would you rather have now, 2 attackers or the goalkeeper? Because a clean sheet should be, Bradford looked like they was going to struggle to score anyway. And
I think I'd probably rather have the goalkeeper.
Here's one chop, early chance.
Go on, one chop.
Why can't he learn to head the ball like Libra?
Hopkins on corners.
Yeah, good start.
Lovely stuff.
Take him off him, though. You don't want to be playing short corners to Chris Makin. That's not going to be not the obvious inroads to a goal, is it?
No.
My laptop's finally catching up. Hang on, I might be able to see the chat.
No worries. Evening to David Strom, Andy Martin. He's on a break from work. J-Lo, FPL. That's a goal. That's Holt that's the centre mid from Newcastle. 1-0. I missed that because I was looking at the chat. 1-0 Newcastle.
No assist. Shut up shop now, right? Play for the 1-0 against 10 men.
Oh, hope not. Evening, David Strom.
I see. I've got the chat now. I haven't got the fixtures, but I don't think I need them.
Evening, Nissa Godfrey.
Cobbler's back, and he's been halted from the off.
Cobblers and yeah, there's loads of people in the chat tonight. It's good.
Shows how much people think of the monarchy, doesn't it? In the UK, they're all. Nis Godfrey last minute got in Libra. Interesting.
Wow.
I wouldn't have had him down as an obvious person to bring in this week.
Well, yeah.
If you had him already and played him, that's one thing. But bringing him in, fair play though. I don't think David Strom's very happy. I think he might have Cole Court, who might have had the shot that led to the Holt goal, but he's not been given the assist. One for the dubious assist committee's panel, I think.
Yeah. We can take that away at half time. Right. Jermaine Wright to McQuilkin. Crosses the ball in. One chop.
2 headers.
Heading the ball. Adrian Williams.
2 off the line for 1 chop.
Is Williams the sweeper?
You'd hope so. Probably playing central midfield.
We'll have a quick look. Yeah, he's the sweeper. Just standing on the line, playing everyone on side.
And then, hang on, I've got an update from. I think I might have an update from Captain here about the dubious goal. So Johnson lifted the ball. Seth Johnson lifted the ball towards court. Cole hit the ball on a half volley. Arfex had parried it, and Holt picked up the loose ball and scored. So don't get me started. I don't know how it normally works with shots that get parried. Do they normally bring assists? I don't know.
But just accept it for what it is.
Yeah, same. I'm not panicky enough to start digging up old examples of, oh, well, that person did that and they got an assist.
Yeah.
But that's the reason.
Berger to Fowler.
Don't you score as well?
Over the bar.
If he and
I think a lot of people have got Fowler, have they?
Quite a lot got him in last week because Liverpool averaged about 2.5 goals away to Watford, weren't they? So there were some options last week for possibly for Larson or maybe other strikers. I think Gudjonsson and Fowler were the 2 obvious strikers to bring in last week. Hughes to Shearer.
Go on, Shearer. Yeah. Nice. And I think Benno's got him as captain as well. So well done to anyone who's captain Shearer.
Yeah, he was. To be fair, we've got the same 3 strikers, right? Shearer, 1 chop, Viduka. Flick a coin, really, wasn't it, between the 3 of them?
Yeah. I wanted Dyer and I couldn't afford him by 0.5. And it was either go Dyer and then have Biscan or of Hughes and Hippier, and in the end that made sense to do that instead. Peter Crouch, here he goes to two guy finds himself some space.
Oh,
Crouch assist, two guy goal. The Turkish delight himself.
is that 2 returns in 2 weeks for Peter Crouch? Is he feeling all right?
He's on form.
Yes. He obviously got a decent Christmas present or something, didn't he? He's picked up after Christmas. Or New Year's resolution to actually be involved in Blackburn's games.
Tony Gardner still complaining about the Everton goal. Benno went vice captain on Shearer.
He went one chop. Yeah, unfortunate. 2 off the line already.
One chop cap. So Benno, have you got Viduka then, but you just didn't captain him?
Yeah, he's got the same strikers as us.
Right.
We're all in the same
yeah,
three.
he did. He took like a -8 or something, I think. Did he this week? No, he done that last week. He just took a load of hits last week, so
that doesn't matter to Benno
this week, if I remember.
Doesn't matter to Benno. That's normal for Benno. -8,
Yeah.
-12 is pushing the boat out a bit.
Gift to Noel Williams. Here he goes.
Here's your boy. Goal.
1-0.
Clean sheet wipeout to Man City. I don't know if anyone would have gone there necessarily. It was more their attacking players that people wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, has Martin got a Man City defender?
He's got one of the fullbacks. One of them's not playing, is he?
Matt Lamara is in Matt Lamara's he's injured till 24, I think.
I'm not sure. I think Martin may have him, the non-playing one. You got no Williams in your 4.5 team?
I don't have him. I've had him in and taken him out a few times, and he keeps scoring. I've still got Rushbury and Wood, and I never know which one to get rid of. One of them needs to go, and because they keep rotating those strikers.
Who's the other one?
I think the one that Bolton benched. Is it Snorrison? Yeah. And I captained Wood. I think I captained Wood tonight as well. So, I captained the Man City.
Hopkins.
Region Hopkins, yeah. Yeah.
Richie's got Steve Howie. Luke constantly talking about Shearer. Hasn't managed to get him in yet. And is that 3 weeks in a row he's returned, I think?
Is it really? Wow. Fotheringham goal for Ipswich, 1-0. Buried in the top corner. He's good, Fotheringham, on this game. He's at Rangers or Celtic in the game. I'm playing in a game at the moment, and he's fantastic.
If you could just Holland doesn't really miss a game, does he? But the other midfield spots is a bit like they're a bit like Watford, aren't they? You're kind of not quite sure who's going to play week to week, and he's probably a bit too expensive to not have complete trust in.
Yeah.
Is he 5.5 or is he 6?
No, I think he's 6.5 or 6.
Yeah, so that's probably too much with Gronkia and Partridge and stuff, isn't it? At 5.5.
Curtis.
Goal.
Oh, John Curtis. I own him, but I'm on free hit.
Both of us have had goals in our normal teams.
Unbelievable.
I was panicking. I can deal with 2 guy getting loads of points and Curtis. I think a few people are still carrying Janssen. And he was. I wasn't fearing him so much this week, but he had obviously scope to do something. I was a little bit nervous.
Leicester can just capitulate, can't they? Leicester can just go 4-0 down in half an hour. They are pretty shit sometimes. So Blackburn could do well this week.
Yeah, bloody Heath. I think attribute wise, he's the worst centre back in the sim. Of the ones that play regularly.
Yeah.
So they're always liable for a thumping in my eyes, just because he's playing.
You took the piss out of me signing him with the 4.5s, and he got an 8-pointer last week.
Who did?
Heath. I had him. I brought him in. Right, here comes the Pader on the half volley. Went wide.
Still waiting for him to show up this year. At least he's made it onto the comms. Doesn't seem to make it into the goal or assist columns, does he?
He's done absolutely nothing.
He's been.
Everyone was going mad for Slakovic and Zapata, weren't they? And Johnson.
Yeah, the boys. The Boars dropped off massively, but at least he's been injured, which is obviously the reason for it. But the Borough boys, Johnson and Zapata.
Yeah.
All of their mids, to be fair. Gronk is doing okay. Marinelli, he's okay. But the other 2.
Yeah.
For a team that's still knocking on the door of top 4, I don't know where their returns are going, because those
Slakovic has been brilliant since he's been playing the dipped forward role, wasn't he? He's been supplying Rickard every week. Boxic is out of the team now. Done really well. Uriah Rennie's refereeing the Ipswich Everton game. There's a yellow card already.
For Clapham, yeah, he is 6.5. I just checked Fotheringham, which obviously is the suggestion that one, he's going to play, and two, does okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to have him over Bowyer, are you, at that price point? I don't think.
Mm-hmm. No.
So,
but
yeah,
I think the way it's going now, there's so many like random players emerging that are playing like regularly that are cheap. The 5 million mids and 4.5 mids. Do you really want to be going for these like 6 million mids when you can just invest so much money elsewhere?
I'm very much a believer.
We're a bit more of a choice now.
You have one expensive one. It'll probably be Keane realistically, but it could be Veron, it could be Pedersen.
Mm-hmm.
But Keane would be the obvious pick in that role, I think.
You could. I think you could do Keane and Pedersen 3 4.5s if your third striker is cheap. If you had Noel Williams, maybe.
I can't afford two expensive mids, and I've got Libra, and I still can't afford.
I'm not saying it's the right way to go. I'm saying, but it's possible. You can serve a good team.
Oh, Desai almost scored.
We don't want that.
It's Desai and Ekiog, isn't it? They're both fairly highly owned, aren't they?
Yeah. I need Desai to get sent off or something. Own goal. That'd be great.
Mark B, very quiet.
Hang on. Have you seen the chat? It's gone a bit X-rated.
Is it?
It's not quite 9 o'clock yet, boys. We're on the watershed.
I bet Benno's involved, isn't he?
You can guarantee it.
It is very quiet. Ellen Road, Mark B. I don't. The sim data didn't scream loads of goals in this. There was a couple of thumpings, but 2-0 was like consistent. I'm not surprised if this is 0-0 at half time. That Leeds game.
Cobbler, Spurs bottom of the league. Bloody hell. I mean, at this rate, they're going to go down. I don't know what their runs like.
The team's not that bad. Perry and Richards are quite good centre backs. Obviously, Davies is really good. Everington gets quite good.
Well, they really need to get Rebrov back in.
Oh, Tiato to one chop, and he's missed it.
Oh, they need to get Rushbury out and Rebrov in, and they need to get their centre backs back as well. They got Leeds away, then the blank, and then they got quite a decent run from 25 onwards. Simon Davis has dropped off a bit as well, hasn't he?
I think already it was a 7 million mids last year, wasn't it? There was a hatful of them. I don't think they're quite the selection, but they all go on little. I know Zepeda's run went on for about 20 weeks, but a lot of players have little streaks of good games, a bit like what Dyer's had lately.
Keane?
Robbie Keane. Oh,
Imar on corners.
The goal no one wants. Imar setting up Rio, and it's happened.
I'm sure one or two people have got Rio. I think that Fantasy Connections got triple Leeds defence, so I'm pretty sure he's probably going to have Rio Ferdinand. Don't know if he's in the chat. I saw him talking about his triple Leeds defence earlier.
He would have been in my triple. I had a draft with 3 Leeds defenders. Then I convinced myself I had to have at least one of Viduka or Keane.
Yeah.
But I was trying to be different on my free hit. Leeds, pardon me, had the most likely clean sheet potential this week. So I picked 3 defenders where most people have got 1 at most. I thought there might be some upside in that, but then I sort of came to my senses and thought, hang on, I got to have 1 attacker, I think.
Did you talk about triple Newcastle with me at some point this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I did as well. There's
That's looking good, isn't it?
Triple Newcastle. Yeah. My theory was, and is Weatherall or Ian Walker putting off a masterclass here, 4 or 5 saves.
Is Walker normally playing? I can't remember for Leicester. Is he their first choice?
Yeah, he is now. They've got Flowers as well, haven't they?
That's right. Yeah, Flowers is the 4-0.
Goal for Trevor Benjamin.
Oh,
Trevor Benjamin scored.
Wow.
Right before his run of 3 home games.
I've also got him in my normal team as well. Curtis and Benjamin. Yeah.
There's the Bridge Wilkinson. Yeah, I think he's my sort of under the radar pick. I don't know what his ownership is, but if I had my time again, I think I'd have him over McAnuff in my base team. I'm not going to make the transfer because there's not really much upside to it, I don't think. But yeah, I think he's under the radar. Yeah, with Newcastle. So no one's got any of the defenders, right? Some people may have given, but he's the best someone's going to have. No one's got any of the standard back four, I don't think. So when you're on free hit, I kind of wanted as many differential players to the masses as possible. And given that Newcastle chance a goal,
missed that Kumas
with an assist as well earlier, an hour ago.
For everyone.
These Ipswich centre mids. Redknapp's had his moments, isn't he? Chippo had a couple of good games as well. All of them, whichever one plays, seems to do something.
Well, it's just a bit of a shit formation from Everton. I think they've only got 2 centre mids because then they've got 1 DM, and then you've Ipswich have got 3. So maybe they're just getting a bit of an overload.
Yeah, but yeah, going back to the free hit point, I wanted as many differentials, and I thought if we could really rely on a Newcastle clean sheet, having a triple up when no one's got any of them, would have like ridiculously high upside. So I did consider it. I wanted triple of a defense, and
This is going to be a Partridge assist. No, he went running past Southall. Then we're going to have to watch out for that. Yeah, sorry, I am listening to what you're saying.
Yeah, I wanted a triple defense of some kind. Leeds just seemed unrealistic. Newcastle was the punt, but then I couldn't have no Shearer. And I ended up with Liverpool in the end. I only went double because I decided to edge my bets rather than go triple Liverpool defence. I put Given in goal over Kirkland. But I decided to go Liverpool with Hippier and Biscan rather than... But yeah, it did cross my mind with Newcastle to go like goalkeeper, 2 defenders or something.
Yeah. I was trying to do double Newcastle, double Liverpool in defence. I've got no Newcastle in the end, but I just thought there was too many good options in midfield to turn down.
It's just because they're so unpredictable, isn't it, going forward, that there's some sims only have like 5-6 shots, and I thought, if we get one of those...
Here comes Robbie Keane. Tries a volley. Marshall pushes away. He's good, that Marshall.
Is he?
I think that a couple of people at Rio, so JLo, FPL, and Moyd both got Rio as well, so fair play.
Eric Odenstad and the Smiths with Benjamin as well.
Yeah, so, if anyone held him through this week, then fair play. One chop laser ball off.
JJ sold Benjamin for one chop. I understand why. It's a purely 1 week move. You might have to reverse that as well.
Jermaine Wright. Goal for Jermaine Wright.
The one I haven't got. The one I haven't got. That a lot of people have got. No assist.
Couldn't happen to a nicer conspiracy theorist.
That's annoying. 3 attacking players and...
Yeah. Is what it is.
Not seen enough Coventry on the screen at the minute. It's not settling my nerves in any way.
No.
Or Villa. If Man United and Chelsea keep clean sheets, I've thrown 4 clean sheets in the bin. That was basically the reason for free hitting. Those 2 had to concede, Man United and Chelsea. You gave me a few other things as well. I've got Shearer and I've got triple Man City, which I couldn't have had. So there was other perks, but I was basically taking on the Chelsea clean sheet when everyone had multiple of them. I'm not.
I only had one.
Less confident.
I only had 1 Chelsea anyway, so it made sense for me. It's a Pires yellow card for pushing Atherton.
Moyd's got him as 5. How much does none cost?
There were some comments on some of Jermaine Wright's posts from people like, oh God, they're saying things like, oh, if only they could wake up and see, open their eyes and see what the world is really like. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Goal! David Unsworth header.
I thought it was Unsworth, wasn't it? Yeah.
Tarico clean sheet wipeout. Thanks, Tarico. The first time I own you can't even deliver a clean sheet.
Yeah. 2 points coming in for Tarico.
Yeah.
Nissa, oh yes, just realised Wright is my vice captain. Cobbler, 0.0 million. What do you mean?
How much does none cost?
Okay, fine.
Would you own none if he cost 30 million? Would you squeeze him in for 30 million?
You would, wouldn't you? Captain. How many assists are you going to get every week?
Yeah, he never scores though, does he? Never scores.
I'll take the 10 assists every week. Lots of defensive goals. That's a good point. Yeah. Partridge. Oh.
On corners as well.
Yeah. Biscan.
Go on, Biscan.
Biscan again.
He's got 20 for heading. He's
got 20 for
heading. What are you doing?
But is it 20 for jumping and heading?
No, I might have got confused. It might be 20 for jumping, not 20.
Jumping means they win it, and heading's the direction, isn't it?
Yeah, probably got 2 for heading. So if he's 20 for jumping.
So right, can I ask a reference here? It might just be me being old. Henry Samson saying Tarico washed. Why washed? Why do they use the word washed?
It's like wipeout, isn't it?
Yeah, wipeout. I just wondered why the word washed. Is it just because it's what people younger than me say these days, and I don't understand.
Well, I'm younger than you, and I don't say that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm still too old. When Deacon comes on next, we'll ask him.
Yeah. I stitched up Deacon earlier. I was taking snapshots of him on the Discord, on this YouTube stream. I got some great pictures of him, and is it Jack? Jack on the Discord, it turns people's pictures into little emojis. They look great.
Yeah.
I got one of him, and sorry, Deacon, if you're watching, but the one I got of you when you're kind of going like this, he looked a little bit like that Tory MP. I can't remember his name. The Scottish one. Who's the Scottish Tory?
Douglas Ross?
No.
No.
Oh, the snake. I can't remember his name now. It'll come to me in a second.
Young man Luke's got an has answered
Washed
the
up.
question.
Oh yeah, Luke's down with the kids, isn't he? Because he's always he's probably dealing with quite a few of them at work.
Washed his face, says AD2. Yeah,
Washed up. Jules, you've been ratioed. Probably have. I've no idea.
Yeah, I don't use that word. Might start using it around the house, see what the missus says.
No, Prescott. Prescott's Labour, and he's gone. Not Ruth Davidson. No, I can't remember his name now. He's the one that got divorced recently. Richie, it's so political. It's so funny. Snake doesn't narrow it down to be a Tory, David. Mark Francois.
Biscan's in there again. He's always in there at the minute.
Fowler.
Oh no, another
Partridge
goal
to Fowler. That's not a good goal. Lovely bit of play from Partridge to find his coke sniffing colleague.
Yeah, this free hit's not delivering what it should.
Michael Gove. He's Scottish, isn't he?
Shearer's in there again. Or...
It's a bit like Govey, Deacon. Sorry.
Does he? I've not seen that. I've not noticed that.
He did on that picture.
Okay, well, I'll have to.
Okay, I'm gonna find it.
I'll take your word for it.
No, only in the picture. It's just happened to.
Deacon's hair's too long, isn't it? Michael. I've got to imagine him with shorter hair. He looks more like Michael Gove than I do. I'll give you that. But
absolute stitched up. Sorry, Deacon.
Coventry corner. Go on.
There's Go on, Hughes. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Joe Jim. Bastard.
Yeah.
Richie, Partridge, you beauty. I think that's what I have to say. Partridge, you wanker. If any of you've seen I'm Alan Partridge, that's a classic quote.
Chance for Tommy Smith. Oh, people still got him, have they?
I think people have jumped off him now, haven't they? Vanessa.
He's the other one to consider for the next couple of weeks, I think, for mid-price striker. Obviously, Benjamin's probably target number 1 at the minute, I think. But Watford's games aren't horrendous either.
No, 3 nice home games. I think if you're, or a lot of people are going on free hit 24. So if you are, you might not want to, but if you're not on free hit 24, then you got to run a 3 home games. Then yeah, definitely someone you should be looking at.
Pablo.
Goal for Pablo, 2-1. Pablo.
3-1.
3-1. Sorry, just updated.
Yeah,
The least
3-1.
owned forward ever bags a third for Ipswich. He's 0.1% owned, didn't he? So two people have got him.
I'm guessing they're casuals.
Oh, I'd love it if there was someone in the chat that said they had him. Yeah, Ramanathan, Tommy Smith being involved a lot so far. Good run from next week too. Yeah, but he's 7 million, and if you can get Noel Williams, who's 4.5 million, you go for him, wouldn't you? Nissa, I'm in Spain on a balcony sipping rum and coke. What a life! Nice.
No, Pedersen.
Whereabouts in Spain are you, Nissa? Let us know.
Yeah, it's Coventry, Villa, Middlesbrough, Coventry, Villa. The next 3 weeks for Watford, all at home.
Yeah, decent, isn't it?
Especially Coventry at home, 24. You'd have to go into that with a degree of confidence, I think.
So next week, when I go back to my original team, I've got just remembered I've got Henry, who's got a decent run of 3 games, but I don't own Viduka, who's got Spurs at home.
Henry's got Everton at home. You've seen how bad Everton are away here. If Pablo can score against them, surely Henry can.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's 2 transfers. Do I just hold Henry, or do I go Henry to Viduka and then Viduka to somebody else? So is it worth that 8 points or the 2 transfers?
If you wanted a super aggressive free hit, could you get to the point next week? Here comes Julian Joachim's hit a free kick. Oh, Coventry again.
Go on, Coventry. It's good to see him attacking, though.
But next week, Man United have got Newcastle at home. That historically has been a thumping. Leeds have got Tottenham at home. That could be a thumping. And Henry's got Everton. Could you? And to be fair, Phillips has got a home game as well.
Here comes Christensen. He's on a tear at the moment. Deep cross. Forsell.
Oh, Headman wipeout. Clean sheet wipeout for Headman.
Yep. I suppose that's quite good. Yeah. And less likely for Chelsea's players to get man of the match. So defender, sorry. Man of the match. Yeah, so it's 2 transfers. Yeah, so you were saying next week an ultra aggressive free hit.
I would love next week to have Viduka, Van Nistelrooy, and Henry. No, obviously,
I think
having that.
Yeah, I think a few people are on wildcard next week. I'm sure Andy Martin is. A couple of other people are as well. I saw today in the chat.
So it's wildcard hard because of the blanks the week after.
Yeah, but if you wildcard, then free hit the next week, then you set yourself up, don't you?
Yeah, if you had them 3, you went with like double Chelsea defence home to Blackburn and went super weak in midfield. You said there's so many options now, like 5 million. I don't know what the optimum team is next week because say Middlesbrough have got Watford as well. It's away, but still a nice game, right? Liverpool, Coventry. Could you rock out the 5-2-3 next week with Henry, Viduka, and Van Nistelrooy up front? Partridge maybe in midfield for 5.5 with, I don't know, you'd have with him. Bolton at home to Bradford's not a bad game either, is it? It's a big premium week next week.
Yeah,
so you got all the Leeds boys, you got all the Man United boys, Veron, Van Nistelrooy, you got Pedersen's got Bradford.
There could be some huge swings if you're not on the right players. So a lot of the big strikers are at home.
Sunderland could easily win 3-4-0 against Villa as well. They got that in them, haven't they? In a home game, Sunderland.
So my strike force next week is Henry, Benjamin, and One Chop, who have all got good games. But then I don't have Viduka and I don't have Ricard, who have also got really good games.
So I've got Viduka against Tottenham, Fowler against Coventry, and Lieber against Villa.
So you've got 3 different strikers, all with good games. Is Sunderland at home?
Yeah, to Villa with Lieber. Yeah.
Wow, bloody hell. Although if I was on Lieber, I'd probably move him to Noah Williams.
I might do the week after. I don't. It's awkward because for 24, I don't plan to wildcard at the moment. Is Dwight York against his against the club that made him? Yeah, 24. So I've got double United defense blank, double Liverpool defense blank. You know what my biggest problem is in 24. I've got 4 midfielders that play at the moment, which is good, right? But the one that doesn't play is Veron. So I don't really want. I kind of feel like I want to sell Veron. I could go to Pedersen. Pedersen's got Ipswich at home and then Everton at home, and then move them to Robbie Keane or something ahead of for 26. But if I do that, then I've got all 5 of my midfielders are all playing in 24. So I could just hold Libra, to be fair. I could just do Viduka to Henry 24. Fowler, or Fowler might not play, right? But I could do Fowler to Tommy Smith.
That was Angel attacking there. Bartes just parried the ball away.
Don't score, Veron. Not you as well. No. Yeah, maybe I'll play.
Yeah, I'm bumbling through 24. Have you got another free hit left after this week?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to use it 24.
I don't. A lot of people are, and if your team is decimated, then fine. I've tried to make transfers so I don't have to use it because I don't think there's a huge upside that week. I think there's better options to use it later on, especially if there's outside chance for triple game week in like 37 and for Man United or Leeds, and then in 38, Man United and Leeds play each other. So you might want to free hit 38. I put an article out today for FF Community website. So if you search for @FF Community on Twitter, or just go on to my Twitter handle, then you can see it, and it talks about all the different free hit options. Because I think there's 24 is an option. I think 28 is an option, and there's the doubles, and I think 37 and 38 are options as well. And there's probably going to be another double game week later down the line too.
Well, there's at least 2 teams, which I don't know is likely to get to the League Cup final, but that's in a game week. So if that's 2 Prem teams, those 2 teams are going to blank League Cup final week. I think it's about game week 30 from memory.
Right.
So 2 teams could blank then to allow them to play in the League Cup final. So they're going to need to play again.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be enough to be a triple captain because 28, which is the one with all the doubles, that's 28, isn't it?
What was that interesting strategy, Cotton? I didn't understand that reference there in the comms. It said Leeds to play out the game defense, or like just ride out the rest of the game. Who's Cotton?
Cotton.
I don't know. This interesting strategy, Cotton. The captain, you're going to let us know. Don't know what you mean. Tony Cotton? No, I'm not sure. Yeah, so there's a number of different ways you can play it, aren't there? Sorry?
Tony Coton, he's an old goalkeeper.
Yeah, do you remember him? He had the 1T though, didn't he? Ricketts? Oh, thank good for.
Oh, it's a dodgeball reference.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it.
No, neither have I. We're not old enough, are we? We're not old enough.
Has Dodgeball got Will Ferrell in it, and I'm sure it's got Will Ferrell in it. Dodgeball, isn't it?
No idea. Talking to the wrong guy.
I've not seen it. For me, Will Ferrell does annoy me a little bit, and I didn't think Aquaman was that good, and I know it's going to annoy a lot of people because everyone loves it. But Old School, I don't know if you've ever seen that film.
Which one?
Old School. So it's Will Ferrell film where it's 3 lads who are like 30 in their early 30s, and they end up getting a house which is like student campus. And they join like a fraternity at the university. It's absolutely hilarious. It's one of the funniest films ever seen. Please watch Dodgeball, guys. Won't let you back on until you do.
I tell my wife as soon as I finish this.
Oh, that's a Curtis assist.
Oh, Lucas Neal, he was in one of my free hit drafts as well.
Oh God, Curtis! Don't buy Curtis. He's rubbish.
Goal and assist.
So I think game week 24 with no hits, I can get to 10 players, or it's 9 or 10, I think.
That's pretty good.
So I've then got to decide if I take a hit to get out either
Tiato.
Chelsea or a Man United defender.
Tiato shot, save, one chop on the rebound. He's passed the Huckabee instead.
Huckabee,
He fell over the ball.
fucking useless Huckabee. 82 old school is brilliant. Thank you.
I'll tell my wife the good news tonight that when I finally go back to spend some time with her after watching this, where we've got to watch Dodgeball, I'm sure that will be. I'm sure that will delight her.
It was your homework. What movie was Jules talking about just now? Old School. One of the funniest films ever. Will Ferrell is so funny in it.
I've only seen a couple of his films. I've seen Elf. He's in that, isn't he? Will Ferrell.
I've not seen Elf. I'm a bit rubbish with films. I never watch them.
Not my specialist subject at all. A mastermind. Don't put me on films.
No. I've seen Dumb and Dumber about 30 times. That's my favourite film ever.
Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's
favourite
alright.
film of all time. Clapham on the free kicks.
Pablo and Pablo. Which Pablo got booked for? Pablo pulling Pablo.
Uriah Rennie looks eager to reduce the players on the pitch.
I like the referee in the, I think it's the Blackburn game. I've not heard of him before. He's Dutch sounding. Someone Van something. Not seen him before. We might have a new ref on show today.
I've not seen him. Tommy Smith, there he comes. Off the bar.
Not a woodwork.
Right. Oh no, that's it. Gone. So John Curtis, he'd lost his clean sheet, but he's already got a goal. So that's what, 6? Is it 6 points for defenders a goal, isn't it? Plus 3 points for an assist.
Yeah, so he's on for a 9.
So well, plus the 2. He's already on for 11 if he gets to 60 minutes. Benjamin again.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm in big trouble here. My base team's got 4 clean sheets at the minute.
Yeah.
Libra, Fowler. And all I've got is a Shearer goal, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm on for the same amount of clean sheets, and I've got 1 goal less.
I've got Shearer and Hughes. That's it.
Yeah, but so I'm down at the minute on my normal team. I think
I've lost the Ipswich clean sheet.
Yeah,
but I've still got the Liverpool and the Leeds. But so is so have other people. Everyone's got bloody Kirkland, don't they? So
that was part of the reason I ended up with 2 defenders, thinking at least I get 1 lot of extra points on Kirkland owners. Yeah.
If Middlesbrough, Man United, and Chelsea all keep clean sheets like they currently are, I'm in the shit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Ethan Fish, I'm on 8 points at the mo.
Newman
bonus coming as well.
Newman Webster almost scored. Hopkins, where keeps taking short quarters?
Fucking hell. Tiato. Go on, son. Fuck. Sorry, I've been swearing a lot.
I'm gonna get nothing out of Triple Menti. Hopkins, all he's done is kick the ball to the right back 3 times from corners.
Yeah.
He's going off.
He's going off, and Tiato's going left wing. You can see it now. Luke, no goals, no assists, any good? Anyone feel sorry for Luke?
Yeah, I think he'll just about hang on to top, even if that carries on. I think.
Yeah, but Luke, you've got triple Chelsea clean sheet at the moment, so don't worry too much. Howie, here comes Steve Howie. He's on a tear.
Go on.
Hopkins,
yes.
Buries it. Yes, son. First goal of his career. Nice.
The pod was right? Left midfield against Watford. The pod said it.
Yeah.
Target.
If you didn't listen to Craig's pod this week, then you've only got yourself to blame. He did his research. He knows his stuff.
Left mid against Watford.
That is
It's
also
two wingers, isn't it? It's the two wingers that have scored.
two wingers. It's two wingers against Watford. There we go. Captain of the 4.5s as well.
I'll take that, to be fair, because he's not going to be highly owned, is he? Outside of free hit.
That's great. It's great news. Seen a lot of Gravison in this game so far.
He's been involved.
Mm.
Got a lot of. I think Titoff's quite lazy, so he's playing the two with Titoff who don't move. So Gravison's got a lot of running to do. Richie's got the Howie assist, and he's.
I love it. Love
Bradford.
it.
That's what you do. You count the 10 men, you bring a striker on for a centre mid. I suppose Jess could go and play centre mid though, couldn't he? They'll push him back.
Cobbler, that's brilliant. Do you read it?
Yeah, I've missed it. I'm not in good form tonight.
Biggest cheer of Hopkins will ever get in this country. He's referring to Katie Hopkins.
Yeah, I've got it. I've had a bit of a Rodney there, 10 seconds too slow. But yeah,
there's a prank that a load of lads do where they invite Katie Hopkins out to some sort of conference to accept an award. Have you ever seen it? It's so funny. And she basically, here comes Christensen. No, Headman saves. They set it all up, and she stands there and she accepts this award. I think she does a speech, and in the background they put on the screen, see you next Tuesday, basically, with big CUNT at the back, and she's there like smiling in front of it. It's absolute quality. Everson.
I wouldn't mind Tottenham scoring, to be fair. I don't know how many Issa owners are around still, and certainly how many will be playing in today. But
I don't think many would start him today. He outjumped Tome there. I still think Tome's worth the extra 0.5 if you can afford it. If you want a Sunderland defender.
Yeah, not now. They're home next week, and a blank. It's after the blank, isn't it? Now you don't go near Sunderland.
Cobbler's seen it as well.
That's some more afternoon viewing dodgeball and Katie Hopkins videos. Might make it to bed by 3 a.m, might I?
Yeah.
That's all right. No work tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's good, isn't it? It's great having a Thursday off and then having ChampMan in the evening. Betterton doing really well, isn't he? Here comes Robbie Savage. Betterton racking up the saves.
Yeah, save points coming tonight. Few probably would have played him here as well because reasonable chance of a clean sheet. Well, if you got him and Kirkland, no, you probably wouldn't have done. But depending on who the other keeper is.
I think I saw one or two people starting him over Kirkland, but yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I definitely saw at the start of the week there was somebody saying they were going to do it, but yeah, no, I didn't want to do it.
No, you can't.
I mean, that was a way. If you were on free hit, that was a way of saving money. You could have gone Betterton as your first goalie, risked it, had another 4.0 goalie. Hopkins,
go on,
one shot.
Go on. How many headers do you want, Paolo? That must be about 4 headers he's had in this game. One shot. Is this going to be one of those 7 shots, 5 on target, no goals? I'll go on record now. I'm confident he'll get one before the end here, one shot. I don't think we're going to get one of the mega hauls, but I think he'll get one.
Action at the Riverside. Henry. Who's going to get red carded? Yellow.
Oh, he's trying to injure my boy Oncho as well, and he gets a yellow for it.
Lucky boy.
What did Holt do earlier to get a red? Blue on someone, and he got a red.
Yeah, that was like I just about tripped him or something. The game I'm playing at the moment, Henry is on absolute fire. He's got like 25 goals and 15 assists in a season. He didn't even play the full 38, and then the season before he did nothing. He's one of those players, isn't he? He plays so hot and cold.
I don't know what's worse here. One shot missing every chance of Viduka not being mentioned in the whole comms.
Doesn't matter. Everyone's got a Viduka captain. I just want Chelsea to concede. That's all I care about. Here comes two guy.
I think Leeds would be better with Robbie Keane.
Two guys dribbled it past about 3 people and just blew for half time. Love it. That's quite an entertaining half.
I'm dying now. The cough. I told her I had a cough before we started. It's still
right. Do you? I can run through the halftime scores if you need to go and get yourself a drink.
I've still got my
A bit of
my cherry
Calpol.
vanilla Dr Pepper. Let me go and get my Disney cup while you run through the
Okay,
score.
do it. Yeah. Okay. So it's Aston Villa 0, Man United 0. We've not heard much from that game. Blackburn 3, Leicester 1. Loads of action. Coventry 0, Chelsea 1. That was Christensen. And then Ipswich 3, Everton 1. Leeds 1, Norwich 0. Not much action there. Liverpool 1, Bolton 0. I think that was Fowler with a Partridge assist. Man City 2, Watford 1. Middlesbrough 0, Arsenal 0. Omri with a yellow. Newcastle 2, Bradford 0. Bradford down to 10. And Tottenham 0, Sunderland 1. Let's have a look at the chat. So James Mahoney, 2 returns so far from City, right, and Howie. So what else have we got going on? Henry Sampson, go on Betterton. He must have him in his team. Cobbler, there's a talk at a uni she got invited to as well. As soon as she stood up to talk, everyone walked out. Quality. You got your cup? Can we look at that? You're on mute, Craig.
Oh, sorry, I'm on mute. Yeah, I haven't got the same handle.
Look at that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Am I going the right way? That way. It's that way.
Near my face, I need to put it. Yeah,
Cheers.
I haven't got the same handle. My wife's just shouting in the background. Ours washed off. I don't remember mine having the same kind of handle, but don't put it in the dishwasher.
I heard her. Yeah. Your handle's been washed, mate.
Washed.
Yeah, handle washed.
We're in. This drink looks disgusting when you actually see it in a cup. It looks fair enough drinking it out the can, but
right, I might go and get a hair of the dog. I'll be back in a minute. Leave you to it.
Mickey Mouses are out. Yeah. Anyone else got any Disney stuff they want to bring up in the chat? I'm not a Disney expert, but yeah, I don't know why we got bought these for Christmas. None of us are massive Disney fans. Even the little ones not massively into Disney all that much. And someone thought it was a good idea at Christmas to buy us some Disney mugs, as you do. Smile on your face. Accept the present. Normally I put those sort of presents in the bin, but we kept these mugs. What's going on in the chat? Wavy. Underwhelming. 2 goals, no captain returns, no assists. I think that's about the same as me, buddy. I think that's fairly common at the minute. I think most are probably on about 2 goals. Most probably haven't got a captain return yet. I think the majority are either on Viduka or One Chop. No, nothing for either of those 2 yet. Good going, Wood. Yeah, you've got a similar defence to what I would have had in my base team, Wood. So it's looking good for you, Chelsea, Man United. To be fair, I've got the same number of assists as my base team, but same number of clean sheets as my base team. But obviously, you want 20, 30 point gain, I think, when you play a free hit, and I'm not getting that at the moment. So this is going to go down as a flop as things stand. Let me just close my door because there's a Jubilee party going on near my house. I think people are just on their way to it or coming home, so it's a bit noisy. I was just going to bring out, Dave, pointless Christmas presents. My personal favourites. You must be in this position when you get to sort of middle age, like we are, and people want to buy a present for a couple. Everyone seems to think that you need about 200 candles in your house. I'm not the biggest candle fan at the best of times, but even better, it's not just any candles. You get Christmas scented candles. So you open them on Christmas Day. You don't want a Christmas scented candle on after Christmas. You have to store it for a whole year before you can use it. You want your Christmas scented candle in the run up to Christmas, don't you? Not after Christmas.
My missus not in the least bit into candles, so we never have them. I don't think we've ever got bought actually.
You must get that one present that you get bought as a couple. Well, we didn't know what to get. It's usually a photo frame or a candle or something. But yeah, we get a ridiculously high amount of candles. I can't stand them. The wife doesn't mind them. But
how did you get onto this?
I was talking about these Disney mugs because I got bought these for Christmas as well.
We've got 3 in our house. We've got one for each of the 3 of us downstairs because I saw them in the shop. I actually bought them, but yeah. So should I drink my bottle of Tiger out of my mug? It's kind of had tea in it. I think I'll leave it. We have a we have a present box at our house that if we get bought something and we don't like it, it goes in the present box, and it's like an emergency regifting when if we don't want it. We just have to remember that not to give it back to the person who bought it for us.
That's what the Smiths has done. That's what you need to do with those sticks that smell horrible.
Yeah, my missus loves those. I've got them everywhere in the house. They got like a little bottle of oil and they have 3 sticks coming out. I always knock it over.
Luke, your son bought me a candle in the French. It's not mates, mate. It's usually family members. Craig auditioning for a job on this morning. Yeah, get him. Me or Richard Madeley, mate? Which one do you prefer? Is it Richard Madeley these days? Who's on there?
No,
Vernon Kay's going on there, isn't he? Is it Vernon Kay going on there?
No, it's Schofield, isn't it?
Yeah.
FPL Richie's got a present box as well. Excellent.
I might try that one, present box. I haven't tried that. The thing is, my wife's too grateful. That's the problem. So
diffuser. Richie knows all about the scented candles and diffuser. That's right.
My wife would be too embarrassed to put it in a present box. She'd find the use for it. She's a bit like that.
Yeah. There's a classic. If anyone likes Carl Pilkington from The Idiot Abroad, there's a classic Carl Pilkington story when he said he got bought something and he took it down to the charity shop. And no, it was his mum. His mum took it down charity shop, and then a couple of days later saw the same thing in the charity shop, and she was so embarrassed she had to buy it back because it was in the window. Thought you were going out for your evening stroll there.
Yeah, back door was open. A bit too much noise. Getting a bit cold now. The cat don't like the door being open, so he's fussing in the background. So satisfy everyone.
Yes, Jules, we have the same present cupboard. So when you forget, just go in the cupboard and give him one of them. Yeah. Did you just see that Luke's message just now?
Yeah, I think Benno's sort of somehow found a way to take over Luke's account. That must be a great present. Can you imagine if someone actually bought you that?
What, lube?
Yeah, just be
lube and a scented candle.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just trying to think because when I came up, I heard Michael Bolton in the kitchen, and I was thinking, are there any famous people that have a football team in their name?
Can I just point out that JJ with his chat about the performance enhancement chip has come at a perfect timing to follow on from Luke talking about lube. Couldn't have been an ideal sort of
performance enhancement. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect follow-up subject.
Nice.
Take over. Good one, Cobra as well. Mark Lubra.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any famous people, or better, that have a football club in their name? Otis Redding. There you go. That just came from nowhere.
Otis Redding. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Michael Bolton. Ricky Villa.
Yeah, Tony Blackburn, right?
Tony Blackburn, good. Yeah. I'm sure there must be a few.
There'll be loads when you.
Arsenal Wenger. Well, Wolfgang Wolf was the manager of Wolfsburg, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Rod Hull, excellent. David Villa, yeah.
Did Arsenal used to have a player with the surname Sunderland? Did he score a big goal in the 70s?
Yeah, in the 70s. I think he got like an FA Cup final goal or a winning league goal or something.
Forrest Gump. I don't know what I said.
We got a winner already.
That's got me that one. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, loads of famous Chelseas when you think about it.
Yeah.
Comes to your common first name, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm sure a few more people will come up with some more.
Yeah.
Eric Morecambe, very good. Yeah. I want some obscure non-league ones. That'll be good.
I can't think of anyone at the moment with the first name with the surname Inverness Caledonian Thistle. I'm struggling at the minute to think of who's got that first name.
Well, you've got Lee RMI, so he's like Lee, and there's all sorts of Lees, aren't there?
They play. No, I don't know. I was about to say they play rugby league, don't they? But that's not them.
Mohammed Manchester United is a top bloke. Fred West Ham. Oh God. Belinda Carlisle. Excellent.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Showing your age there. That's good. Bobby Zamora. Brian Kidderminster. That can't be real. That's not real.
I'm lost with Bobby Zamora.
I've got one. I'll stick it in the chat.
Bobby Zamora.
I think he died the other day.
Yeah.
There we go.
The chat's delayed though, isn't it? So I can't see. What is there, about 10-second?
Oh, is there a delay?
Yeah, you've not come through yet, Dave. I'm in suspense here, waiting for you. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I'll give you him.
Lewis
Do you
Hamilton.
know what time his funeral is? Leicester Piggott.
Oh God, this could be a joke, isn't it?
Yeah, 20-1.
That's rubbish.
I didn't make it up. I'll openly admit I stole that. Someone sent it to me thinking it was funny.
You thought that was good enough to steal and share on a live stream to a couple of hundred people. I don't know how many people are on the stream actually.
I think there was about 80 odd when I was finally able to join.
106.
Oh, Elliot, Zamora is a club in Venezuela.
Oh, cheers, Elliot.
That's oh, that rings a bell now. I think it might have 2 R's though. I think I've seen them before with
the Venezuelan third division. Oh, silly me! I should have known. Quality.
That's the winner. Then I think there's your winner.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to beat.
I think Mohammed Manchester United was the best one. I can't think what I've seen him in.
There will be someone in this world who's changed their name by a depot to something like that.
Yeah.
There'll be someone.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there's a few. Milan Manovic is at the old Portsmouth.
Yeah, owner. Yeah.
Owner.
Antonio Valencia. Yeah, it's not a bad one.
James Chester. Good. Kidderminster Harriet. Nice. Fleetwood Mac. Very good. Well, that's not, yeah. Oh, it's Mick Fleetwood, isn't it?
Darren Ryan.
Don't know what that is. How's Darren's team looking this week? And Martin's. Do you know what they've done?
Martin went early, I think. What did he? No, I'm not. To be fair, the man on chat for no big reason has been a little bit quiet this week. We obviously recorded. Martin and Darren went to a concert on Monday, which is why we couldn't record. Hence why we did the sim preview on Friday. And because they were both out, we didn't do any sort of other pod as well. So usually we obviously chat quite a lot Monday, Tuesday around the pod. But because we did it on Friday, we didn't really have that this week. And then, so I think it's just been a busy week for everyone. I think everyone's been trying to squeeze a load of work in before the obviously extra bank holiday days.
Yeah. You and Thomas not invited to the gig, no?
No. I think Darren said he took his wife, the first ever gig she'd been to, I think.
Really?
Yeah, quite. Yes.
By the way, we're recording the pod while we're there with Martin. Yeah. We're on the way for the second half.
Yeah, one shot scoring.
No, I don't care about that. Well, I do, but I just want Chelsea to concede. Come on.
Look at this.
McAnuff.
Why wait 15 seconds? What's the manager seen in the first 15 seconds of the second half to make a substitute he couldn't make at half time? Do you reckon he took the centre or something, Joey McAnuff, and gave the ball away and the manager thought, fuck this, and then took him off?
Titoff pushed Tarico. Here the card. Do you know what? I nearly went against Tarico this week and went for an extra Liverpool defender.
Yeah, same.
I just couldn't face getting hurt by Tarico again.
I could have got Risa, and then it would have been Risa for me. Oh, Hopkins has gone off.
Hopkins. Gutted. Haaland.
So now
Tiato's gone left wing.
we got a goal off him. Now we get Tiato in his best position. This might not work out too bad. Hopkins has done his job, right?
That's right. So how many points did he get? He's got 6 points. Man United injury. Chadwick's gone off.
Yeah.
Chadwick. Gash.
Nedved playing right side. So he may have done enough Hopkins to get some bonus points because it's an injury. He could have had a 9, right? He could have.
Yeah, definitely.
So unlikely, but you never know. But even if he gets 6, I'd have probably taken that before kickoff. 6 from him.
Yep, definitely. Listen to us two being positive about an injury for our team.
Not again. Pissed off, Libra. Oh. Yep, Erling Haaland's debut for Man City. 19 years too early.
Milan Petkov, very good.
How old's Erling Haaland? Is he older than 19? He is, isn't he?
I don't watch any European football, so I'm just totally out of the loop.
Let's have a look. He may have been about conceived when this game was being made.
Hopkins washed.
That's not joking either. He's washed for the season, to be fair.
That's it.
He probably won't play again. It's more than possible he doesn't play again now. So he's a Southie or 4.5 team next week. Now you've got so many options.
Yeah. I need to think about who I'm going to get in. I've got 2 free transfers. Rushbury.
Finnan? Is it Finnan? Finnan will be 1, right?
I've already got Finnan.
Okay.
Got Finnan, Etherington, Christensen. I had to get rid of Gunnarsson this week because he had 2 aways. Because everyone else said a decent home next week. I think Gunnarsson out, and then I'll probably have to get him back in a couple of weeks.
Haaland was born in 2000, so Erling's about 3. His dad's just come on for Man City when he's 3. We had 03, 2000. We just gone into.
So we're January 2004, yeah.
Yeah, so he's 3 or 4. He's Nedved. Someone had him early, didn't they? He was moaning that he was benched. They might get a return on him now.
Yeah, they got half a game. That's pretty good.
Rude, not Ekiog. No. No.
Oh,
fucking shit, Peter Enkelman with a big save. So Desai's had one off the line, and Eckerman and now Ekiog's had a big chance. Yeah, Ethan Fish, Haaland scored for Norway and played for Man City in the same night. Nice. Roberto Di Matteo levels of capability, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was quality.
Yeah.
So for anyone who didn't play last season, Roberto Di Matteo got it was a double game week if I remember, or it might not have even been. It was single game week.
The single, and there was obviously Saturday, Sunday, Monday kickoffs. I think he played Saturday and Monday in the same game week.
Played Chelsea, then he went to Everton, and then he played for Everton.
I want to say Everton had a Monday game, and Chelsea had the Saturday game. So played for Chelsea Saturday, transferred on the Sunday, and then played on Monday.
Go on, Telfer.
Go on.
Oh. Had a few chances. They're still attacking. Yes,
yeah, Coventry have had 4 or 5 shots and they ain't scored. This is worrying. I don't think they're going to score.
Oh.
At least I got one thing right tonight. Captain just said I was correct with Di Matteo. Got one thing right.
Marcel banned. For fuck's sake, Desai. Marcel Desai's.
Well, that makes my job easier. So he'll be banned for 25. He'll play next week. Yeah. He'll play next week. Blank 24, banned 25. Oh, he can go for Hippier then. That's that move easy for me.
Yeah. There you go. Easy move.
Because I was going to get rid of one of my defenders for Hippier. I had Desai, Terry, Sylvester, Ekiog. One of those 4 was going. So, yeah, I think unless there's a cup game somehow floating around in amongst all this stuff, I don't think there is. Mm-hmm. The ban should be game week 25, I think.
Pedersen's off for Bo Hansen already.
Probably started low condition, didn't he?
Yeah, must have done.
Hopefully he's got through without a new injury. I think he's an option in 24. For anyone that's got a premium midfield spot, whether it's Veron, Robbie Keane, they both got blanks, haven't they? You could move to Predator for a week.
I need to turn the light on. I'm sitting in the dark. Can't see what I'm doing. Give me 10 seconds.
Big 10 minutes here, boys, or big 9 minutes now it is. Hopefully you'll get through the next 9 minutes unscathed without early substitutions. Here's Veron, all looking for Nedved. So yeah, hopefully your 1-pointers will turn into 2-pointers in the next 9 minutes. You don't want. So Joey McAnuff's already gone off, reasonably owned. Probably didn't play him tonight, I wouldn't think, if you owned him. You might have had to. No, Bolton. You don't want that. That's a big. They're having more chances than I'd like, I think, here, Bolton. Getting nervy.
Yeah, it's a little bit. You just want that upside of about 25 points over either your team or the average, don't you? 20.
It's what I said to you before we came on. I think it's easy to think when you played a free hit to think I expect to gain X number, 20, 30 points over everyone else's team. But really, you should be looking at it that it should be what you gain over your own team. Because...
But also, the way you set yourself up, you should get a better gain on the average, the game weeks either side as well, because you've set yourself up in a way that with your transfers, so you should be gaining over sort of 3 weeks.
Well, I've had two decent green arrows the last 2 weeks. So wildcarded and got 2. Even when I had 7 men, I managed to sneak a green arrow. Viduka captain, didn't I? So he did quite well. Even I had 7. Selakovic off for Whelan. Possible big transfer there.
Is Whelan a forward?
AMC or forward. He's an AMC forward, so he can play the Selakovic role. Boxic is basically can only come on for Ricard unless they make that subtle adjustment to formation, which I don't think.
Which we think they can't do, don't we?
So he can only come on for Ricard now, I think.
Richard Walker for Rubens.
He came on and changed the game the other week, old Rubens, didn't he? Didn't he score 2 goals or something?
Top bins, wasn't it? There's so many references to the word washed in the chat.
Yeah.
So why is Cobbler saying Mbop? Is it because Hansen came on?
Yeah, I imagine so. What else could it be apart from...
Yeah. Snorrison on for Southall. Right, so who's gone right wing back then?
Bo Hansen. He's a forward right centre. Can he go wing back from that?
Must be something like that. Liddle on for Webster, because that's is it Gareth Liddle?
Yeah, he's probably someone else who's not very good.
Yeah. Michael Smith. I've had 4 green arrows in a row and got up 7 places. Oh.
Come on, George. Get yourself one of my favourite Villa players. Not in terms of ability. It just said something about him that I used to like when I was growing up, Boateng.
George Boateng.
So he's no Martin Larsson, but he's still up there.
Is Martin Larsson your favourite ever Villa player?
Yeah, in my lifetime, yeah.
Right.
Weird one, right? Won't be a particularly common, popular favourite player, but this could be 9 men.
Please be nice. Yeah, it's 9 men for Bradford.
Do you think I'm going to get any clean sheet or save points? Any bonus or save points out of Shay Given?
If Given concedes now. Broom's on for Ward. So I think often you see when teams go down to 9 men, they just play 4-4-0. Have you seen that? They just don't have any strikers playing.
I wonder what they've done here, because Brooms is just a centre back.
Yeah.
That Plummer, I think, is just basically both the fullbacks have been sent off.
Gunnarsson could. Well, one of them have to play fullback, won't they? Gunnarsson will go up to push up to centre mid potentially. I don't know.
Jess is still on. Hyde's still on. I don't know the other fullback's going to be. Blake? No, I don't think he's a fullback. God knows. God knows what Bradford have done.
No.
But I'm pretty sure it's the 2 fullbacks that have gone off. Moyed loved Boateng for Bury. I don't know what it was about Boateng. He tried hard.
Yeah, you always love that when you see a player gives it all for the shirt, don't you? Always love that.
Yeah, Dyer's got to be good. So he's going to be up against the fullback who's not a fullback. So should be lots of chances near to put crosses into Shearer.
Yeah.
If they decide to keep going for it, Newcastle.
I mean, if you've got Shearer, I was going to say, even if you've not captained Shearer or vice captained him, if you've got him, it's still a good thing, isn't it? Because he's fairly low owned, I would imagine.
But yeah, because the fixtures after this are bad, right? So if he was looking, he was if he's going to bring a striker in, you'd have bought a Man City striker in over Shearer.
Exactly, yeah.
If you decided to move Larson on this week, for example, I think you would have probably gone one chop over Shearer.
Yeah, Mark Dorney, you're right. No goals second half so far. Nothing. It's always the way with this game. You just get less goals second half.
It's not a lot, even though not loads of subs, unless we're going to get an absolute avalanche in the next 2 or 3 minutes, which could happen.
We've got so far 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 17 goals so far.
There's not loads of clean sheets, but unfortunately for us, it's the clean sheets we don't want are the ones that are holding firm at the minute.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Gray, is he going to be in trouble? No.
No.
Who's this?
Even Glasgow.
Someone's been sent off. Severe dissent for Michael Gray.
It's taken 5 men to get him off the pitch.
He's obviously called Steve Bennett a ball twat or something. That's got a cast as severe dissent, isn't it? And a guy was Steve Bennett, the ref that was pretty much going bald, but was determined to keep that Bobby Charlton sort of little tusk of hair that he used to sort of brush over. I think that was Steve Bennett. And yeah, the smallest amount of thin hair on top of his head, and he tried to do the old comb over. It's got to be that for Michael Gray. At least they've got Arco on the pitch, so he can play left back, can't he? So I'm guessing he's just been pulled back to left back.
Yeah, likely, yeah.
Highest goals in a game week, Ram and Nathan. I think there's been over 40 once, from memory.
Were you on the stream when they had about 19? Was that you?
Yeah, me and Martin had nothing to work with. Yeah.
John Shanley, 1 return from a bloody 4.5 mid.
Yeah, captain saying 42. I remember a really big week for goals. Somehow I think I only got about 3 of them as well. 42 goals in a game week, and I barely had any of them.
Got it.
Goals are overrated. Yeah, it depends who you are. Not for Luke. I think he's still waiting for one.
Yeah. He'll still get a green arrow. Well, not a green arrow, but he'll still have a good score if he's got that triple.
I think he'll still get a grey arrow. I think.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. I think he's due for a few grey arrows, I imagine. You know, there's that on the Discord. There's that image of him with the pink tiara.
Yeah, yeah.
I found in our house today. I found one of those. I think it's the same tiara. I was gonna wear it on the stream, and I forgot to pick it up. I think it was when he won the
goal.
Darren Eady.
So
who's got Eady? Someone's got Eady, haven't they?
Benno had him as vice captain the other week.
Yeah. It was when he won the stream. When he won the first season, he was at Peppa Pig World, wasn't he? And he had to wear the Peppa Pig tiara on the Sunday stream. I remember.
Oh, any bad news for Marcus Stewart owners? 20 seconds away from turning 1 point into 2, but he's gone off.
Gary Dougherty up front
for 31 minutes.
Robbie Savage, he's had a few returns this season, hasn't he? He's done all right.
Yeah,
never going to sign him, are you? But he seems to pop up every year.
He's one of those players whose attributes seem unrealistic compared to how good he is. So that's interesting. Bridge Wilkinson might have gone AMC here because he's a defensive midfielder, Marshall. I think I've signed him before. He's not too bad. So he must be in the middle now. If Scowcroft's gone off, and if Bridge Wilkinson will go and play AMC, so Sammy ChampMan getting Edie off the bench for Bowyer. Not bad, that.
Yes, Ennis Savage return again. All 5 Stewart owners mudded. That's the other one, mudded, isn't it?
Yeah. What does that
Mudded
mean?
and washed. It's like washed, I suppose.
Dirty.
In the mud.
Yeah, in the mud.
Hang on, mudded is the opposite of washed.
Yeah.
Just wait till your kids come home from school when they're a bit older and they start saying stuff. You're gonna be like, what does that even mean?
We'll have to get Susie Dent to come on one of these streams and she can explain what all these words mean.
Good Johnson. You still got Good Johnson?
No, I've not owned him for a long time. I got rid on wildcard. Not a long time, only 3 weeks or so, but yeah, he went.
Zenden off, Alex would say. Wow.
Come on, Villa. I don't even think they've had a shot yet. I'd rather Dublin was playing. I think they've got more chance of pinging a crossing. Don't really trust Engel or Balaban to get on the end of something.
David Strom saying yes, Norway get in. Are they? Is it the? Are they in the?
I forgot there was real football
playoffs?
going on tonight. Yeah, who knew there was real football going on tonight? It's Nations League, isn't it? Yeah, they 1-0 up against Serbia, Nations League.
And Sweden win against Slovenia, and then I think it was Ukraine. They beat Scotland, so they now got Wales, haven't they?
Yeah.
Gravison again, deep cross for Christie. We haven't seen much of Christie lately, have we?
I don't see much of him at all outside of that 1 week when I sold him and he scored a hat trick. I think it's the only time he's ever done anything.
6.5 for a reason, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's the Matt Jansen of this season. Does nothing for like 9-10 weeks, but then he's liable to pop up with a hat trick at any given moment. I still think Jansen will end up scoring 1 hat trick this season.
Yeah, he's just
they'll have a home game week 34 or something against someone fairly average, a Leicester. It won't be Leicester, that's tonight. But you get what I mean, a Bolton or a Bradford or something, and he'll get a hat trick, and no one will go there. Yeah, this is a bit exciting game at Ellen Road, says Mark Dorney. Yeah, 1 header from a corner from Rio Ferdinand. That's all we've got so far. Trust the sim data. Why did
it's not great when you've. It's not great when you've got Keane and Viduka, is it? Hegem off.
6
so
points.
Hegem clean sheet in the bag.
Yeah, 6 points locked in.
Huppier to Berger. Oh. Go on, Huppier. I thought it was Huppier's have a chance then.
Ramberg back defending.
Got Huppier.
Yes!
Come on.
Partridge, 2 assists. That was my first sub.
Yes.
2 assists on the.
Partridge has been good, hasn't he?
It hadn't actually dawned on me. I don't know if I've just been a bit slow that he was on all the corners. And they've got good headers of ball. Hippier and Bishgan will get on the end of stuff.
Well, that's my thoughts with Partridge on the free hit was, should I get him in over Hughes or Dyer because he's 2.5 million cheaper, but he's also on the set pieces. So might as well just get him instead. But you do want to spend the money, don't you? So you feel like you have to get.
That was exactly the point I was going to make. We didn't actually have loads of premiums to go at this week. I didn't feel like once you got Thierry Viduka, Keane, were the 3 obvious ones. It was actually not that much of a struggle to spend. So unlike you got Newcastle boys, you got Teatto. You kind of feel like you're doing yourself out of a bit of a disservice if you don't go for them and you go for Partridge.
Yeah,
and I could have started Partridge over Tarico, but I thought Tarico was quite well owned, and it was a game he could get a big haul in.
Yeah.
So I was kind of playing it a bit safe by picking Tarico, or I could have gone Partridge over Hopkins, but having done the research about Man City and the left wingers, I wanted to punt Hopkins, so I didn't really have space for him.
Yeah.
But I think he's one to go. If he's on corners as well, I think he's not a no-brainer. But look at the fixtures coming up. I can't get him in. I've already got for 24. I've already got Nolan, Gunnarsson, McAnuff, and Titov all with a game.
Yep.
They're all fairly shit, but they're all playing. It seems a bit stupid to make a transferring out now someone who's playing 24.
Yeah. No, you've got to keep him, haven't you?
So I don't think I can get Partridge yet. But need a Bolton goal. No, we don't, J-Lo. We don't want a Bolton goal. What we need is a Coventry goal. Wrong team. Typo from the J-Lo FPL.
Gary Holt hit that bar for a goal kick.
This is getting worrying. These
It is,
Chelsea
isn't
and Man
it?
United clean sheets are hanging on. They
And
look
Middlesbrough.
quite comfortable. Oh, fucking hell, and Borough as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gaining here.
No.
To be fair, I'm not losing either because the replacements for those players are also keeping clean sheets. But yeah, one needs to cancel. Go on, Edie again. Goal. 2 goals for Darren Eadie.
Wow.
Left winger against Blackburn. You're one of your old philosophies, isn't it?
Just wingers against Blackburn in general because the formation they play, they just left exposed down the wings.
I owned him as a joke a bit in season 2, Edie, because season 2, season 3, he can play for England. Him and Everton, you know what England was like in this era for not having really any left midfielders.
Yeah.
They haven't got any superstar attribute-wise on the game either, have they? So if you, not that I manage England, but you look at the players at the game. Obviously, Ashley Cole's really good. Terry gets good. Colt Campbell's good attributes. Rio.
Yeah.
All the normal players are actually really good. But you got Beckham to play right midfield as well. But left midfield, the times I've managed England. Oh, hang on. Oh, we've had the reshuffle. There we go.
Larson on for Baka. Right. So as we suspected, so that'll be Kewell going centre mid.
With Imar.
So who will keep the up arrow? Do you think? But Imar would then go in Baka's place. So Kewell will get the up arrow up to AMC.
Probably.
Keane's got the
AMC
he's
up arrow.
AMC the up arrow and then up to Larson and Viduka. So that, to be honest, that's probably better for us because nothing was happening.
No, yeah.
So the AI has tried to change things around.
Larson can play. I think
Larson can play AMC, can't he?
Oh yeah, John Shanley, fair point. Joe Cole, yeah, he probably is the standout left midfielder.
Yeah.
For England as you start the game. Yeah, I did actually forget about him.
Yeah,
But quite often the game will play Edie, or if you're not England manager and it's obviously AI controlled, Edie does play quite a lot of games left wing for England.
Does he? I hadn't noticed that.
Who do you normally see? Everington.
Joe Cole, Everington.
Luca, first shot of the game. Oh.
Hang on, I've got a game open at the moment. Let's have a look. See who's in the England squad.
Yeah, Cole's the obvious one. Cole Beckham. I think sometimes England play Joe Cole in central midfield though, because Gerrard and Lampard especially isn't real life Lampard on here, is he?
No.
Gerrard gets quite good, but Lampard Scholes isn't obviously a central midfielder in that way either.
Fowler often plays up front for England. I always see that.
Or Smith.
Or Smith, yeah. If he's not pissed off to like the Netherlands or something.
Defoe, he's the other one, isn't he?
Yeah. It won't let me open the game, so I think I've got it on full screen mode, so I can't have a look. But yeah. I've just seen on my game, so Omri went to Barcelona and then he went to Man United. So Thierry Henry up front for Man U.
Marcus Bent going close.
Has he scored yet this season? Maybe 1 or 2?
Yeah, he scored the first game in a double, didn't he?
Did he? That was it, yes, on the second double. But he's been awful, hasn't he?
I don't really get why he's playing. His attributes aren't that good. His rep isn't that high, and he's not a signing. So I don't quite get how he's still getting as many games as he's getting, but he obviously is. I really can't wait here for Harry Kewell to set Henrik Larsson up and Leeds to win 2-0. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? More points dodging. Don't actually know. I want to, say of my players, I think I'd rather Bishkan scored. He's probably been the least owned one. Seattle is getting involved now.
He is. Making. One shot.
Another header.
Fuck.
I think he's had about 6 headers in this game. 2 off the line, 3 wide. And I think there was another one that was saved.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those annoying things in the post-game analysis. You'll have Mark Lieber 1 shot, 1 goal. Palo 1 shot, 6 shots, 4 on target, no goals. It's the variance, right? You can't
see it all the time, though, don't you?
Pep talk. Yeah, one shot captain Viduka Vice going well. I think quite a few people may probably the other way round, but on those two players with armbands. I've got those two players on armbands, the other two round.
Yeah.
I'd imagine a fair few have got Viduka one shot, two captains. John Shanley, yeah, Joe Cole going for 10 million. Bargain. I once in season 2 managed to get Francesco Totti off Roma for 6 million because he'd fallen out with in the same transfer window. Gattuso fell out with the AC Milan management, and Totti fell out with the Roma management.
Yeah.
In the same season, and I managed to get both of them for a combined like 13 mil. Gattuso and Totti.
Really?
Ridiculous, right? Them two.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's one of my favourite transfer windows. Who was I managing? I was managing Juve, I think. And I managed to get, Juve manager getting Totti and Gattuso.
Nice. I like managing the lower league clubs and trying to bring them up into like the top tier.
It's good in Italy because you don't get the cap on foreign players in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have like 10 Argentinians if you want.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I've got a Swedish team at the moment. Like they're sort of a second tier Swedish team. They're absolutely rubbish, and got them up to the Swedish Premier League, and then I finished second in my first season, and qualified for Europe. I got knocked out first round. I got bloody Torpedo Moscow or someone, and then next season I finished about 7th, but I somehow qualified for the Intertoto Cup. I think I must have had like the least cards, and I was like first round of the Inter. I had to go through three rounds of the Intertoto
You
Cup
missed
to
the
try and
great
get
one
into
on the
Europe.
screen just then. To see that, sorry, I had to interrupt.
No, I saw something saying Savage. Did someone get subbed off and then subbed off again?
Seratos was coming on for Kevin Campbell and got booked for running on the pitch too soon.
We'll see.
That's got to be made up. I've never seen
That's
someone.
got to be made up. Yeah,
that's brilliant though. If that's not made up, booked for running on too soon. Eager to get on. Yeah, my best save like that was a team called Fidelis Andris. I think in real life, I don't even think they exist anymore. But they start off in the lowest league you get on the Italian save. I think when you get to third tier Italian football, they branch off into 3 or 4 divisions. And
they do. It's like C1, C2, C3. Yeah,
they're in one of those, but they're not one of the best teams in one of those either.
Yeah,
I got them to the Prem, but what I say, Italy's the worst because the Prem teams are so good. To compete
you
with
can't.
Roma,
It must be so hard to make any progress. That's a really good point.
Juve, Milan, Inter, Roma.
Yeah,
Lazio,
Roma are just
all so good, aren't
good.
they? All of those are so good.
I don't think I've ever. Go on, Tiato.
He's been involved. We've been unlucky with Tiato.
That would have been beyond one shot to Tiato. That was City piling it on.
Literally, Jermaine Wright had one shot and scored. Tiato and one shot.
Yeah.
Been all over the comms. They've got nothing between them.
Unbelievable. Still, all of those clean sheets still holding. Fucking hell.
I think Italy is the hardest challenge if you're trying to go up. It's not easy, but because you've got access to all the database, because
Desai nearly scored.
That's all we need now. Bloody 12-pointer from him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Goal max bonus and a clean sheet.
Yeah. Italy's got to be the toughest because the Spanish Real Madrid and Barcelona aren't actually that good on the game relative to real life, are they?
No, I don't think so. And below them, the next level teams aren't like Valencia's and Deportivo aren't too bad, to be fair.
Yeah, that's right.
Valencia not amazing. Atletico Madrid, they start in the second division, don't they?
Is that right? I don't think I've ever played in the Spanish league before.
I'm pretty sure they're in the second division, Atletico. I've managed Mallorca a few times. I don't know why I chose them. What a game this is. It's not. I thought it was Blackburn Leicester again. It's the other game where a lot's going on. It's with goal. He's in my normal team. That's another goal for my original team.
Free hit's not gone well for you, is it?
4 clean sheets, 3 goals. Yeah. Upside chasing, not upside delivering, I think is what we'll call it.
So I've got the Hughes return over you, but you've got the extra clean sheet. So we're about even, aren't we?
Have I got an extra clean sheet? I'm not sure I have. Oh,
So you've got the
Given.
extra Liverpool defender.
Yeah.
Hang on, no, sorry, you've got Given. That's right, yeah. Is that Richard Johnson going on for off? Was that Glass? I didn't see. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I
No.
wildcarded in my double Man United defence as a differential, the first week I had them, none of them played because they repped, so I didn't get nothing off them there. Then they conceded last week, so I still didn't get anything off them there. And then I've obviously free hitted them out this week. So since I've had double Man, this is 3 weeks now, double Man United defence, and I've yet to really get anything off.
Yeah,
I've had double. 17 cheats this year.
I've had double Man United since game week 19 after they conceded like 3 goals in 5 goals in 19 game weeks, and since I've had them, it's just not worked out at all. It's been so unlucky.
Yeah, annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. The best progress I've made this season was when I had Veron when no one else had him. I think that was and my worst is when I didn't have Viduka and everyone had him and he scored the hat trick. Just destroyed me.
Few people selling Titoff, understandable, yes.
Yeah.
I've got him. I literally got him because he's got Newcastle at home in 24, and I feel like Everton might win that. So I got him in as coverage for 24, and that was pretty much it. And I think it's come into Everton's games after 24 are not actually that bad either.
Let's have a look.
I think they're too unreliable to get in. For a while, I was debating getting Unsworth for a run of games because their fixtures are one of the better teams, but they're too unreliable, too unpredictable, too hit and miss. I think it's dangerous.
24, they play Newcastle at home. Then they got away to Bolton, which isn't too bad. Then they got home to Bradford, home to Leicester, away to Chelsea for the double, and then home to Watford.
They get them for that 4 games, move them to a doubler in 28. You could go 24, 25, 26, 27 is pretty good, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But who do you trust? So I've got Titoff. I think you can hold him at 5.5. The others I didn't trust enough. Weir, maybe 4.5 defender for that little run, maybe. Alex Idzi.
Headman's had a few saves tonight, hasn't he?
4.5 Christensen, still taking all the corners. Dangerous getting him now, though. They've got a blank and Hadji might be signing. Was on the stream.
Hadji, if that's right. I forgot about that.
So awkward to get him now with the blank and the fact he might lose his place soon, but not bad. Rare Arsenal attack. Are they going to score? Get that Borough clean sheet out.
Oh my God, I can't believe all 3 teams are gonna get clean sheets. Evening, Motley Bartnett. How you doing? I think he's on wildcard tonight, Motley.
Yeah, I think he was. There's going to be quite a few on 4 clean sheets here. I know double Chelsea, Ekiog, Atherton. That could be a... And then Kirkland in goal as well. People could have 5 clean sheets.
Yeah.
But the only popular defender that's conceded is Tarico, which is one we've got.
Yeah. So no returns from Keane, Viduka, One Shop, or Tiato. That's a killer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the free hit killer. I know most of those players have got reasonable ownership. That's not. That's oof.
I thought you were going to go down to 8 men then.
Yeah, not many have obviously got all 4. Most have probably got 2. Some maybe have got 3 of those 4. Most have probably rolled in 2 though, aren't they? Of those 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the differential is having all of them. If you'd have said to me before we kicked off, Viduka, One Chop, and Shearer are only going to score 1 goal between them in this round of games, that's hard to predict, isn't it?
So that was Keane to Larson. You'd assume that then Keane is AMC and Larson's up front.
I'm Arta Viduka. Yes!
Yes! Finally. Come on.
Reasonable swing now. I say it was quite a late change for me to change the captaincy from One Chop to Viduka.
Yeah, so that was unlike you to do that. Right, let's watch the chat go mad.
Or not. Because I'm sure anyone had Viduka when he got 40 points the other week probably still hasn't got him.
I think surely everyone's got him. It's whether you captained him or vice captained him.
York.
If you own him and you've not captained him, it's probably a bad thing that he scored. Surely.
Yeah.
Come on, Villa.
Not really any shots, Villa, have they?
York's come off for Skulls twice.
I hope he got a yellow card for coming onto the pitch too soon the first time.
Barthez.
He ain't gonna get. Go on, send him off again.
Go on,
send him off again. Yes.
Yes.
Don't miss the pen, Villa.
Not only that, he's a red card.
What did he used to get? How many games? 4.
He will get a 7-game ban.
Oh wow! So a Man United keeper, a cheap one for 7 games.
Van Nistelooy has been taken off. Brilliant. Go on, Richard Rufus, for the 4.5s. Come on, son.
Go on. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, come on.
One clean sheet worked out. The free hit suddenly looks a little bit better.
Wonderful news.
So
Barthez again. So it's a 7-game ban for... Sorry?
Is Lille 5 million?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
You have a look. I'll keep an eye on the chat and the comms. If you have a look. Whelan on free kicks. Atherton to Rickard. To Gronkia. To Marinelli. Titov to Marinelli in the box. No penalty. Oh.
He is 5 million. So we've got a Kirkland alternative for anyone soon to wildcard.
Well, if it's only for 7 games, though, is it worth it? It might work for some people. It may work for some people.
Because Kirkland plays 24 when obviously Man United don't. But Man United have got a double. So you can get Lille for the double.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't think I'm going to get the luxury transfer to do it. But if I was chasing a bit, if I was like 30th at the minute or something, and I was on the brink of a wild card, I think I'd do it.
I'll wild card in a few weeks' time.
You'll miss 3 or 4 of the games by then.
I will. Yeah. I will. I'm thinking about looking at options going against Kirkland.
I think he's a viable one for a while.
Ferguson's on. Who did he come on for? Come for Reeves.
Right, Phillips. He came on for Right Phillips.
So who's right wing then?
I think he might be there. Is Everson a forward right centre or is he a striker? Everson,
I think he is a forward right centre. Doesn't necessarily mean he plays wing though. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I know they sometimes have to shoehorn someone in.
Come on, Bishgan, you're in there again. Don't square it, shoot. No, do I have the assistant? Oh, he's threatened tonight, Bishgan, isn't
he? Litmanen's just not a very good striker in this, is he?
He wasn't really in real life.
I've played him behind the a striker. I played him as AMC. He's pretty good actually in the first season, Litmanen.
That's what he was in real life. He was more of a Bergkamp. I'm not saying the same level, but he was that sort of player. He wasn't a centre forward. He's probably more of like a luxury number 10 type player at his best, I would say.
Yeah. So the Man United clean sheet wipeout, that's slightly better for us in terms of what we would have had.
Nick Treadwell in the chat has owned Barthez for the last 2 weeks, apparently.
Bloody hell.
Oh, that's...
Because you won't move off straight away because you know you're going to get one more game. So he's had 2 red cards. Oh, a killer.
Lille plays until... Yeah, I think Ramanathan, I think Lille will now... Assuming we're right that it's a 7-game ban and United don't play 24 because they blank, I think he will play at least up till both of the double.
Yeah.
2 home games, you'd like to think 2 clean sheets, wouldn't you? He could be a good option for... And especially if people are talking about free hit in 28, I don't think they really will because I think the power of another chip in 28, whether it's a triple captain or whether it's the performance enhancement, I think a lot of people will play one of those 2 28. But if you are maybe looking at free hit in 28, Lou will be a no-brainer in that team, I think, as the keeper.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and I think free hit on 28, you can put together an amazing team. You obviously can't use the performance enhancement chip, but you can still get a really good team.
Yeah, 11 doublers of Liverpool, Man United players. Ridiculous. Not Liverpool, Leeds. Sorry, Leeds, Man United,
Leeds,
Chelsea.
yeah. Sunderland, because they've all got the doubles are good, aren't they? I think only Man City is a double away. The rest of them are either home away or double home. Man United have a replay on the coming midweek, so that'll be 1 game served. So I think he might only end up missing 4 or 5 games.
Well, that's a job for Panda to catch us up on, isn't it? I'm sure we'll know by the Sunday stream.
Marchant's just clipped the bar.
A lot of crossbars hit tonight.
Oh, they love the crossbar in this game. What a talent.
Ain't done anything for about 6 weeks. Why is he a good talent?
Right, 4 minutes for Coventry to score. Come on.
It's not happening. Triple clean sheets all round for all those people the week.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, nervy.
Did Luke captain Viduka? Do we know?
Yeah, he would have done. I don't know for definite, but yeah, I'm 90% sure he did.
Yeah. Haven't seen much of Reddy Ronaldo in the community this week. I don't know what he's done.
Last 3, Karachi involved again. New Year's resolution, Karachi. What's he done? Goal and man of the match in the second game of the double, wasn't it? Karachi?
Something like that, yeah.
So, yeah. Maybe. When did he meet Abby Clancy in real life? He weren't as soon as this, was it?
I'm not sure. I've not been reading OK magazine. Henry. Ah, bloody hell.
I'm still trying to work out who's going to sign Sereni in our sim now.
Luke brought Hippier in. Did he? He must have brought him in for it. I think he brought him in for Gardner, did he?
No, he didn't own Gardner. He might have sold one of the Chelsea boys.
Might have done. He might have done because of the blank. Yeah, that would suggest that he's not going to free hit 24. And he's done that in advance.
That would make sense. He's done Hippier for a Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because 3 is probably a bit excessive now. They've got through the double, isn't it?
So Fantasy Connections got treble Chelsea and treble Leeds defence.
Loving
in
it.
the box, Uriah Rennie.
Which game's this?
Turn it down, Ipswich Everton.
He's not having a great interview. I don't think he's going to get sent off now for arguing. Cerritos having been booked for coming on too quickly. Fotheringham was just the goalie to beat and he shot from long range.
The Tarico's done nothing. Haven't seen him all game.
Washed because I've got him in.
Mudded.
He's one of those players I've got, not knowing, I understand the gains of owning him and the upside of what he could deliver, but he's one of those players I still don't really want for whatever reason. And so I got him tonight more for coverage because he was so highly owned and there was potential for him.
Mm-hmm.
But never really crosses my mind of I want to get him in.
To St James's Park. Go on.
What skills? Shearer's got skills. Has he? He's going to miss, isn't he? He's going to dribble for about 2 hours.
He's going to miss. Yes, he's got. Oh, okay. 3 hits looking all right.
Yeah, captain. We've got 2 goals and man of the match, where Viduka might not get man of the match. Don't deserve man of the match based on the comms, does he?
Cole Court with this. I'm sure someone's got Cole Court.
Davy Strom, I think.
Strom's got him. 3 minutes to go. 3 seconds to go. Sorry, it's 90 minutes.
Come on, go to the Highfield Road.
Ellen Road.
Go on, Viduka. Give me one of those late on retype goals. You knew it.
Oh, you love to see it.
It was never going in, was it?
Oh, full time.
Chelsea clean sheet.
Very much a case of what could have been. Bloody hell.
Who was John Collins? Is he let a goal in yet as Arsenal manager? Is that 3 or 4 clean sheets in a row since Collins went there? Under the radar Arsenal defenders at the minute. If
3 home games next.
If you could trust one of their centre backs, probably more or less Scott, to get bonus points, they're massively underlooked at the minute. Arsenal defenders, I think.
So full-time scores are Aston Villa 1, Man United 0. Bit of a shock. Blackburn 3, Leicester 3, Coventry 0, Chelsea 1, Ipswich 3, Everton 2, Leeds 2, Norwich 0, Liverpool 2, Bolton 0, Man City 2, Watford 1, Middlesbrough 0, Arsenal 0, Newcastle 3, Bradford 0, Tottenham 0, Sunderland 1.
Interesting from Motley Barnett. It's got Phillips instead of Shearer. Phillips away to Tottenham over Shearer home to Bradford. Interesting choice.
I suppose targeting the Tottenham centre backs, I suppose. But
yeah, right. To be fair, the Tottenham centre backs, King and Gardner. Whenever I obviously use Mokoko's data the same way everyone else does, but whenever I get massively excited that I've got a load of his players that are high up on his data, they don't do anything. Was it One Chop and Tieto, the top 2 this week for averages?
Yeah, did you see Linden about 5 to 7 posted data with Shearer getting an average of 9 points a game? I've never seen anything close to that. But I was like, well, I can't make changes last minute based on sim data that's not our sim. I suppose we should wait for the bonus, shouldn't we? Keep an eye out for it.
Let's see if we can. Let's be hopeful that we'll do all right out of this. Hopefully the Chelsea centre backs don't mop up, but I think that's probably ambitious to think that won't happen.
So Nehal Kukani, Issa clean sheet, Babayaro clean sheet, Harple clean sheet, Shearer ×2, Viduka and Partridge 2 assists. Decent week. Bloody hell, that's a good one.
Yeah, fair play for playing Issa. Never rate Sunderland to keep clean sheets, but in away games, but they are playing Tottenham.
So no bonus just yet. Oh, here we go.
I'm going to be up on my original team, but it's just how much up. Like, if it's 10, 15 points, it's not a massively good free hit. But yeah, we're there.
It's on the screen. So we got 1 save point for Enkelman, 1 for Bartes, 3 bonus for Van Nistelooy somehow. But Rufus doesn't get it, even though he gets a clean sheet and scores a pen. He gets 2 along with Mills, Melberg, Thompson, Jonsson, Ehiog, and Veron.
4 points for Ehiog then. I wonder what I'm guessing. Literally just before that red card, they'd taken York off for Scholes. So they obviously wanted to take a striker off to bring on the replacement goalkeeper. I'm guessing Scholes was only on the pitch about 2 seconds. Could they have taken him off again? Is that what? Because Van Nistelrooy must have played. I haven't seen the ratings, but he must have played like a 9 to get man of the match there. So if he's played a 9, how have they? Why have they subbed him off? It's a bit weird, that one. But so maybe Scholes just weren't on long enough.
Yeah. So Blackburn 3, Leicester 3, save points, 1 for Betterton, 3 for Ian Walker, and then 3 bonus for 2 Guy and 2 for Peter Crouch and 2 for Edie.
Played a 10 there, 2 Guy, despite like no key passes, 2 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. Somehow that's enough to get an average rating of 10, which is not great. That Solano's played 3 key passes, 3 shots, 2 on target, and got an assist. No, sorry, he didn't get an assist. That's a lie. But still, only got an 8 and no bonus. I don't know what 2 Guys done to warrant the 10 there.
Let's have a quick look. Can't see it.
Doesn't look like he's done much, to be honest.
It's normally, yeah. He might have done a load of runs, and you just don't see that on the next page. You know, we've got the arrow, the little blue arrow at the top.
So Van Nistelrooy's got a 9. Fair enough. He had 5 key passes, 3 key headers. That's probably why he's got a 9, which is understandable. Yeah, 2 Guys.
There you go. Question for QA ChampMan on a Wednesday. You can ask him to click the little right arrow, and you can see. Coventry 0, Chelsea 1. 1 save point for Headman. 3 bonus for Walker, 2 for Headman, Davenport, Christensen, Butt, and Forsell. No bonus for any of the Chelsea defenders.
And Melchiot Babayaro both got booked as well. So that's obviously a point off for both of them too. So not too bad, right?
So they got 5 pointers.
Melchiot and Babayaro 5 pointers. Terry Sorry, Melchior and Desai 5 points.
Yeah.
That'd be our
They could have conceded, not got booked, and got 2 bonus. We've seen it. Okay, it's not the worst. It's not the worst.
No, we're relying on, in my case, the Liverpool centre backs doing better than that.
Yeah, so we got Huppier, who
I'm
scored.
basically Hippier and Biscan instead of Desai and Terry.
Yeah. So, and you've got Given in goal, haven't you?
Yeah.
So Ipswich 3, Everton 2, 1 save point for Eleftheropoulos, 3 bonus for Kumas, Fotheringham got 2, Gravison got 2. Can't see anyone owning any of those.
What's Tarico done? Soddle.
Nothing.
2-pointer, yeah.
Yeah.
You got an 8 to be fair.
Is it a 1-pointer?
Unfortunately, Kumas got an average rating of 10. And there's a couple of 9, so an 8 wasn't good enough for any bonus in this game.
Yeah. You either get 3 or 4 players, or you get 10, don't you?
It's Ipswich. I think if you dug through their numbers, no, Bubs. Yeah.
You see, in 60 minutes, Marcus Stewart had 6 passes and completed 3 of them. Sometimes you see that when it's a really selfish striker, so they don't have many passes, but they'll take quite a few shots. But that's shocking. That is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, the Ipswich mids, if you dig through their data, I haven't got it all obviously to hand, but there's quite a few 10s, I think, for Ipswich centre mids. I don't know if they all play in the same position as well because they move around so much. But
wow. Leeds 2, Norwich 0. 3 bonus for Aymar, 2 for Singh, Woodgate, and Mackay. Bloody hell. Didn't get any
I've
of
got
them.
Singh over Kelly worked out then.
That's good. Yep.
Always gets 2 bonus in home games. He's very consistent for an 8 in a home game.
Yeah, you called it. Fair play. But you might outscore me slightly this week by maybe like 5 points or something.
Oh yeah, always an 8. Now, obviously with Leeds, there could be 9s, and he's unlucky because I got man of the match with an 8. That shows how bad Leeds were. No one really put up.
They weren't great. 2-0, and that wasn't it. Half the Sims were 2-0.
Yeah.
So Viduka got scored,
and
got 7, and Ferdinand scored, and he got 7 as well. Oh, here we go. Liverpool 2, Bolton 0. 3 bonus for Partridge. Bloody hell. 2 for Huppier. 1 for Risa, Biscan, and Fowler.
Yeah, that's a stinker. Partridge first sub.
Yeah.
Partridge first sub. What's he got there? 2 assists, max bonus.
3,
so
3, 3, and 2. So 11.
11 first sub on free hit.
Oh.
Should have learned playing against a shit Bolton right wing back.
Yeah.
Playing the matchup. Playing a matchup.
So Viduka got 6 points?
Yep.
One chop, bloody hell, he got nothing, did he? I hope he just gets a bit of bonus. That's what we need.
Might get 5 if he gets max bonus.
Yeah, he was taking a lot of shots, wasn't he? But saying that,
he hasn't got max bonus. He's got 2 bonus.
McQuilkin, so it's 1 save point for Oaks, 1 at Mazidis, 3 bonus for McQuilkin, 2 for Makin, Howie, Hurtado, Wright, 1 chop, and Hopkins. Hopkins with an 8-pointer.
My pod had no left backs getting bonus points so far against Watford, and then in this week he gets man of the match.
You can't get him right all the time.
What is that?
So Tiato got 2 points.
Yeah, it was him or Dyer was my choice for my team.
Yeah.
1 chop, 6 shots, 1 on target. Obviously, the ones that were cleared off the line then don't count as a shot on target. I don't think.
Do they not?
We had 2 off the line in the first 5 minutes, and we only got 1 shot on target. So obviously not. Tiato was unlucky, to be fair. So Benno was running some Man City sims, and he shared with me these screens. And quite a lot of them, Tiato didn't have particularly high numbers. 3 shots, 2 on target was pretty much as good as it got for Tiato.
Mm-hmm.
Often he scored 1 in the sims. So we've been a bit unlucky. We've probably got a good Tiato performance here. 3 shots, 2 on target, but
unlucky. Middlesbrough 0, Arsenal 0, 1 save point for Kudicini, 1 for Vesterveld, 3 bonus for Lescott, 2 for Peter Bloody Atherton, Vesterveld, Ashley Cole, Henri, and Steve Finnan. So Vesterveld there will have got
9.
Decent score, yeah.
Yeah, 9, 8 for Cole, 8 for Atherton.
Yeah.
Lescott 9. So he's maybe the under. If he can, because they play zonal marking, Arsenal, their defenders often find it hard to get high average rating, which is why they're so much worse than the Liverpool and Chelsea guys. But I think still think he's potentially quite cheap, Lescott. And for anyone punting a bit on a defender, he could be one. I said it just before we got these bonus points. He's got scope. Again, another game. 8 was enough for. There's quite a lot of 8s in this game, and could have been worse. Everton could have got man of the match with his 8.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable, hasn't he? Just so far this season, Atherton.
Yeah, hopefully it'll dry up for him in a couple of weeks. They've got a few away games now, haven't they, Borough?
Yeah. 3 key passes. Here we go. Newcastle 3, Bradford 0. A save point for Arfexad. 3 bonus for Shearer. Excellent. 2 for Court. 1 for Hughes, Johnson, and Holt. Holt bit
no save points for Shay Given there, Dave. No
save points for Shay Given.
No bonus points for Shay Given.
No bonus points for Shay Given. No. Take the 6.
Yeah, to be fair. Got what I sort of hope for. Shearer, good game. Not massive numbers, considering they had 10 men for 89 minutes. Only 3 shots, 3 on target.
So 4-4-3-2. So he's got, is it 13 points for Shearer? I don't think he got booked, did he?
No.
So he was the one to captain, wasn't he?
Poor from all the Newcastle mids, though. Stephen Hughes, Seth Johnson, and Kieran Dyer. So the 2 wingers and the more attacking centre mid haven't had a shot between them.
Guess who got but 3 bonus in the Tottenham Sunderland game?
Libra?
Correct. 2 save points for Dudek, 1 for Poom, 3 bonus for Libra, 2 for Dudek, 2 for Ziga, King, Rushbury, Issa, and Teal.
Interesting Dudek, big double up there. 2 bonus and 2 save points. Obviously no clean sheet, but they're the keepers you want. He's probably a bit pricey, isn't he? Because obviously he was at Liverpool when the game started, so you can't really have him that price. But Libra, that's painful.
So people started to post their scores in the chat. So Moyd 72 points, that's good. Arthur McCain 55, Ethan Fish 47, John Shanley 52, Mark Dorney 52. So anyone else know their scores? I have no idea what I've got.
I'll have a quick workout. Yeah. 6. What did Hippier get?
Got a goal, clean sheet, and 2 bonus.
So what's that? 14?
Yeah, 14, I think.
Bishkan's got 7.
Right. Here we go. Ryan Nurse 54. Well, there's some big scores. Matt Sudiro 89.
2 for Tarico. Who's my other? Did I just
First,
play 4?
Matt Sudiro, haven't seen him in the chat once the whole week, whole stream, and then when he gets a monster score, straight in the chat. Fair play, mate. Size score so far. Team of the week.
Bloody Partridge.
Yeah. Team of the week. So you got Vesterveld, Ferdinand, Huppier, Rufus, John Curtis, Partridge, Kumas, Fotheringham, Edie, Two Guy, and Shearer. That was the team we should have both chosen this week, Craig.
What's Shearer get there?
13 points.
As a rough guess, I think I've got about 78 on free hit.
That's all right.
Probably not. I don't know if that's enough gain than what I wanted, but not bad, is it?
No, that's not bad.
A lot of these people are getting 50s and 60s. Probably might have taken a -4 as well. I don't know if they've included that when they're adding their scores up, taking the 4 off. We obviously haven't done that.
I'll quickly try and work out my team while you interact with the chat.
Yeah, some good scores of 70 plus in this Godfrey. That's so I think 70 is going to be good. I think 60s are. I'm going to assume higher 50s is probably going to be sort of a grey arrow, shall we say? I think if you get in the 60s, you'll probably get a green, or depending on what rank you are. But I think that would be a positive score. I think anything in the 60s. Who's the big gainers tonight? Anyone that captained Shearer, obviously. I think the majority would have captained Viduka or One Shot. Neither of the two did massively well, right? So I don't know what Hippier's ownership is. It's been growing, isn't it? But he's probably not still silly high. So he's a big swinger this week. I think Hippier and Partridge.
I think I'm in the might be in the early 80s. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've miscalculated because my team's pretty similar to yours.
Yeah.
I've got basically Hughes and Kirkland, and you've got Given and.
What's Kirkland get?
I think he just got 6. I can't remember.
I've got Singh over Kelly, which is 2 points for me.
You've got him as well, yeah. Maybe I've miscalculated, but yeah, I'm sure we'll see soon. So
Panda's back in control for next week. Or the last time he did the hosting, didn't it run at like super slow-mo speed, didn't it?
He did. I don't think that was his fault though. But,
no, we'll let him off. We'll still rib him for it, but we'll caveat it by saying it wasn't his fault.
So some scores, I think we're seeing between kind of 80 down to 50 so far in the scores. So looks like the average is maybe 65 is kind of looking at the moment.
Yeah,
So
I think if you're in the 60s, you're probably small green. I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. But I don't know how old Libra is. Maybe Captain's able to help us quickly with that. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Much let's be Jules, you're in the early 80s in so many ways. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's been good. It's been enjoyable. Sorry if we've been talking a lot about our free hit teams, but obviously it was relevant to us on the stream tonight. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good week and got some green arrows. And always appreciate you coming and joining in and interacting with us on the chat. It's what makes it good every week, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah, you need
involved.
Need the chat. They give us so many good ideas of what to talk about, right? They usually start the discussions and things.
Yeah, there's some very funny people out there in the chat. It's really good. Really enjoy it. It makes the stream much easier when everyone gets involved. So thank you very much.
All those funny people and then us two. What a juxtaposition that is. We'll end it on that.
Yeah.
Till next time. Cheers all.